Okay, I'm here. Sorry, I started a minute late because there were ads. The ad started playing, so I was like, oh, okay. What were you punching Alex? The mirror with the poop. Hello, mirror. Hello, Star. Welcome. Can you hear me? That's important. Also, why are my eyes closed again? Wait, I thought I fixed that. Oh, wait, it looks fixed? No. Oh, I wonder why, Star. I wonder why you didn't get any ads. You're the reason no one is getting ads, and I'm very grateful for it. Yeah, you sound fine. Oh, okay, good. I have my settings on right. Okay, good. Because sometimes OBS will switch my microphone to the desktop or whatever it is microphone. Also, I don't know how. I tried to fix my eyes, but as soon as I started OBS, they started being funky again. So I don't know what's going on there. I really don't. So they were working fine in VTube Studio, and then once I started, like, they kind of started closing when my eyes are not closed. But that's okay. We'll deal with it for this stream. Let me just try something real quick, because I had to move my model, so I want to... Oh, hey, Rocker! How are you doing? Okay. Nice to see you here. How are you doing? Today we're gonna be playing that visual novel I was obsessed with forever. Wait a second, you have a schedule? No, I don't have a schedule right now. I'm testing some times out first and then I'll get back to making schedules. Doing good, nice to see you back. Thank you! Okay. How has everyone's day been? My day has been good. I napped, and then before that I was working on the VTube Studio, trying to fix my eyes. So, well, that's good to hear, Star. Just woke up? Well, good morning. Good morning. I woke up like an hour ago from a nap. So I was like, oh, I meant to stream at 4 my time, but I just so happened to sleep a little later than I thought. So, but that's okay. Okay, let's see. Should I just get the game started? Well, let me put the game up and then... Oh, the new loading screen is so cute! It's SpongeBob Cove, if anyone's wondering. Not really SpongeBob, but... Oh no! Mir, you're still going with the poop? I saw you do that in chat earlier. When I just started. Hold on. It must work eventually. I think you're eating her poop every time, so it does work. Hold on, let me go to gameplay. Hi. Trixie! Okay, so thank you for adding Trixie. That's actually what I was gonna check, was gonna be the Oh no. 100 scratches and 77 HP. Oh no. Oh, bye, Trixie. Oh no. Oh, I think I need to move my model a little bit because it's kinda not in the... Okay, let me move. Well, more of an arm rub. Yeah, exactly. Let me make myself bigger. Maybe that'll work. Let me try. Let me redeem that. Nope, still an arm rub. Why do I have to be all the way over here? I didn't change anything. Let's try that again. Sorry. Scuff. There we go. Now oh god. Oh no, not 100% more scuff. And that angry cat meow scared the shit out of me. The fart scared the shit out of me earlier too. Okay. Oh, why isn't my game up? Hold on. There we go. There we go. Here we are. Now, I don't know if Trixie's lined up right, but we'll see. Let me just check that real quick before we start. And then, how's the petting? I'm sorry. Pets are enough. I'll fix it after stream. Pets are enough. Now let me take her off because she was not here before. All good. BRB, okay, Mir. Let me take Trixie off. There we go. I could have done that through VTube Studio, actually. Why didn't I do that through VTube Studio? Okay, where were we last time we played this? I don't remember. Oh yeah, we had that really sad phone call, but touching May 12th, jeez. Oh, we were over here. Oh, and then we went... Okay, yeah, we had that phone call. Cove had that phone call with his mom and dad about them getting divorced, I think. And then we went jet skiing or something. We still have a few moments to do. We'll probably be able to. We have all the DLC moments to, well, 4 of the DLC moments to do. What's this? Oh, Baxter. Okay, we're not doing that right now. We're not doing that right now. Not yet. Though. I like how it has your old name. Yeah, I don't think I could change that. Unless I make a new save, and I'm not doing that because we played too long. It's okay. So late shift, serendipity, boating, happiness. Can I change that actually? Turn to menu, tutorial, gallery. What's this? Nope. Nope, it doesn't have anything. Okay. I promised bad VA in my tweet, so there's gonna be bad VA from me, not from the people who actually VA'd this game. Those people did wonderful. It's me that does horrible. Okay. Should we... Which one should we do? Should we just go in order? I think that's what we were doing, is just going in order. If I remember correctly. Oh, we have our Simp Shrimp. Or some shrimp for everyone. Definitely not me. Late shift. Oh my god. I was just saying that we weren't gonna do Baxter's route, but Baxter came. Okay. I really like his aesthetic. Is that the right word? Like, I like the way he dresses. I think it's cool that it matches his hair. The shrimp. Okay. So apparently we're having lunch. Oh, it's kind of glitchy for me. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me save. And then go to the... Oh, I can do it from here. Oh, oh, oh god. Let me not do that. Okay. Oh, House Guy, hello. Look at what the lion found. Is a cutie. How are you? I'm doing good. Hello. We're playing one of my favorite games now. But I'm trying. It was kind of flashing for me. How are you? How are you doing? Is it like flashing for anyone else? Because I might have to restart. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. That's good to hear. Is it like... Hold on. I'm back. There was a wasp. Oh my gosh, a wasp! I hate wasps. I hate wasps so much. Spiders I can deal with. It's wasps I can't. But I was asking, can anyone... It's dead now. Oh, thank gosh. I don't notice that? Oh, okay. Then let me see. Okay, it's just on my end, then I'll deal with it. It doesn't matter. Okay. Here is Baxter, for anyone who doesn't know him. We're gonna romance him another time. This time, we're romancing the main character, Cove. But this is Baxter. He's really cool. I forgot. I remember he had a really deep voice. After lunch, he ran into Baxter, and I'm so happy I remembered his name yesterday. I actually got his name right when I was talking about it yesterday. He was more than happy for an impromptu hangout in your neighborhood. He idly spoke about the first time he bought a shirt online. Apparently, the website hadn't been in English, so he had made do with automatic online translations. His unique fashion sense was eclectic. Thank you for the stomach pet, Mir. In more ways than one. Finding out how he filled his wardrobe answered some of your questions about his look. He smiled in fond remembrance. What voice did I give him? I just remember I tried to do a deep voice because his actual voice is deep. I should have listened to what I did beforehand, but I didn't, so... I measured myself multiple times to make sure I could order the correct size. It wasn't as if I'd be able to ship it back if there were problems. But to make a long story short, it arrived in one piece, multiple months later. At that point, I wasn't going to complain. It was a physical object in my hands. He gestured with his arm for emphasis. As he did, Baxter glanced at his wrist, at a watch that wasn't there. Anyway, I hope I'm not taking too much of your time with this. You had a few chores to do, but you're generally free. You weren't worried about it and shook your head. Baxter eased back and returned to chatting. The two of you meandered around the neighborhood, aimlessly walking as you talked. Oh, didn't we give ourselves blue hair in this? Like in this part of the game? I saw Cove earlier. He was on his way to work from what I gathered in a brief chat and from how he was dressed. Yeah, he's working as a server at the Yeah, he's working as a server at the tropical place. Don't remember? Yeah, I think we gave ourselves blue hair. I think he found a good option for himself, especially with how limited jobs are in this town. right. Oh my gosh. I've been sacrificed again. Since you are free, perhaps we could do better than standing here. I'd be delighted to invite you over to my condo to chat more comfortably. Baxter's condo. You lived on the street your entire life, but never actually been inside. You're curious about it. I thought you'd never ask. You nodded and accepted. I'll go. I can't. What should we do? Should we go to Baxter's condo? Hang out? I thought we were... What was this one little scenario called? I forgot. Let's go with I thought you'd never ask. But I will need to leave before this evening. I have plans to visit Cove at his work too. Of course, I won't presume to keep you. He made a grand sweeping gesture directed at 6 options. Yeah, there's always that many options in this game. Sweeping gesture directed. Brain cannot compute. And they all do different things too. Like, they all like have different emotional things. Like, I forgot, like, can you see? Like, I don't know if you can see the rules or not, but like one is like means you're more excited than the other. You're saying it more excitedly than the other, something like that. But yeah, this game has a lot and it's really cool. He made a grand sweeping gesture directed at his place and let the short walk over. You followed beside him, stopping when you reached his front door. He opened for you and welcomed you inside. Let's judge his house. It was ah! Ah! Thank you for the hydrate mirror. Am I on the right scene? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Shady, hello! Yes, I am a clown. Thank you for the hydrate mirror. Oh, not the boob. Hopefully the boobs lined up. Because I had to move stuff. How are you doing, Shady? Ah. I mean, it lines up with the cloud nose, so I'll take that. Why are my eyes still closing so much? It was a familiar threshold from your childhood. You couldn't help having a slight shiver up your spine as you thought of this condo's previous resident. Oh yeah, it was the old people that hated kids. Oh, it's nice. Oh my gosh, everyone's booping now. I forgot how skinny your model is. Yeah, it's pretty skinny. It's also kind of small right now, huh? But we'll fix that later because everything got reset somehow, so I had to. And I was kind of late, so I had to fix some things right now. Oh my gosh, that scared me again. You took a quick breath as you cautiously stepped into the condo. The first thing you noticed was just how unexpectedly nice and sleek it was. Yeah, it really is. Oh, a dolphin! Can we steal that and give it to Cove? It was also clean and smelled faintly like some sort of unidentifiable air freshener. Identifiable air freshener. You had to wonder how much of this was due to whoever rented it out, the former residents or the current one. Regardless of the pleasant presentation, you were on edge. You couldn't help but stay on guard, as if me, not grandparents, might jump out to yell at you at any moment. No one expects the R of Arquisition. Oh my gosh. Baxter noticed something of your discomfort and raised an eyebrow. Is everything alright? I've never seen the inside of this condo.
Really?
Oh. He seemed genuinely surprised. The former neighbors never had you over for tea? Sounds out of character for this street. You snorted at the ridiculous thought of those particular prior visitors ever inviting you over. No, they weren't exactly nice. They were the opposite of that, really. I'm actually amazed I'm standing here now. I like all his rings. They're cool. Baxter's smile was curled as he ushered you the rest of the way inside and closed his door. I would like to hear more about this. Sounds like there's a story here. I keep changing his voice because I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do a guy voice. He sat on his sofa, first sitting properly before readjusting his position to a comfortably forward crouch. He waved his hand forward toward his furniture, an invitation to take a seat yourself. Yeah, we're gonna sprawl on the other half of his couch. He talked about T British accent. I don't think he's British. I think he said he was... Because when his voice lines come out, he doesn't have a British accent, so I don't think he does. Yeah, we're sprawling on his couch. Okay. You plopped down and got comfortable. You tucked your legs up, careful not to get your shoes on the cushion, and took advantage of the space you had. Your back rested on the arm of the couch so that you returned to face Baxter. He didn't bat an eye at your position. So you want to hear about the mean not grandparents?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think he's British. Oh yeah, I am recording. Thank you though. My ears are open. 90% Pog! Man, when she's not here, she's being nice today. You began to give him the rundown of your past neighbors, explaining how they didn't like the children and had a reputation among you and the other kids for being nasty. A long time ago, I almost ding-dong ditched them. Has anyone ever done that? Like, I did that to my own house when I was younger because I was scared to do it to other houses. When I was younger, yeah, I only did it to my own house. Never to others. That would involve going outside. That's true. That's true. But when I was younger, I did go outside a lot. So, yeah. I remember Cove was crying and Lizzie wanted me to ring the mean knot. Oh my gosh. That scared me. That scared me again. I remember Cove was crying and Lizzie wanted me to ring the mean not grandparents' doorbell. I didn't go through with it. She could have done it herself if she wanted to. Yeah, that is just like mine. That's a non-prank story. Like not doing it and just doing it to your own house is basically the same thing. Baxter chuckled at your non-prank story. Sounds like you. The two of you continued to chat until the sun started hanging lower in the sky. It could be seen falling through his large windows. You stood up when it was time to go and Baxter led you to the door. Oh, that's a lot of scratches, Mir. I think I'm actually going on an outing to town myself. It's a good night for exploring. Dice. You nodded and stepped outside. Have a nice time. Thanks for having me. I'll see you later. Bye. All of these are the same. You left without looking back. Oh my gosh, that'd be so mean. Let's say have a nice time. Or thanks for having me over. Have a nice time. Bye, Aura. You parted in good spirits and walked off. Beer Tetch, yes. Oh, thank you for filling up Star's beer mug. As you entered your house and got yourself ready to visit Cove, you were definitely looking forward to seeing him, yes. Lately, Cove had been working more often. You rarely saw him during his shift. For obvious reasons, he was busy, and that was why it had been a surprise when Cove asked you to swing by. Maybe Cove was also thinking about how much his job had impacted how often you saw each other. Luckily, his place of employment was within walking distance. You wouldn't have to worry about getting a ride. The air felt heated around you, but with enough of a breeze to cool you off. Let me test something real quick. You sacrificed yourself. You didn't make Trixie all that more powerful, Mir. You stroll past familiar buildings, not even having to think about how to get to Cove's job. Okay, done. What sacrifice? Lem? Like a poop? Okay. You stroll past familiar buildings, not even having to think about how to get to Cove's job. You had gone down these streets more than enough times to memorize the way. It was easy to just enjoy the brief trip. Oh, this is cute! Wait, were we here with his mom? Soon enough, you reached the parking lot of the tropical restaurant. You headed right inside. There was a small jingling in the bell as the front door closed behind you. It alerted all the employees of your arrival, and you scanned the lobby for a tall, green-haired waiter. You saw a flash of movement and stepped to the side so you could see the back corner better. Sorry, I'm so mean. I'm just laughing at his uniform. With the better angle, Cove was easy to spot. He was cleaning the table of some customers who must have just left. He instinctively looked up from the stack of dishes at the sounds of someone approaching. Cove met your eyes with a welcome smile, and he realized who it was.
Thanks.
Okay, Cove's voice I always had trouble with, except when he was a kid. Let's see. Should we just give him Baxter's voice too? Hi, Ara, thanks for coming. Hey, thanks for inviting me. Is stuff going good? Cove laughed quietly, his eyes alight with past bemusement. You should have seen it. When I got here earlier, there was a huge fight going on with the schedule. I just tried to stay out of it. I'm lucky no one else wants to close. It's not something I've got to defend. Some shifts are way too competitive. He shook his head at the memory. You wondered how the shifts had been sorted out in the end. He didn't bother to elaborate further on his workplace drama. Anyway, yeah, it's fine. That was the most exciting today got. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that. Good thing you weren't dragged into the problem. Again? Oh, that's a lot of... Are you trying to get 100%, Mir? Good thing you weren't dragged into the problem. Now I'm worried about what it's gonna be like when I get a job. You decide not to comment on it. Excuse me? Yeah, good thing you weren't dragged into that problem. Cove nodded in immediate agreement. I don't think I could handle it. You know me. He pressed his lips together at the thought. He sighed. I've already got it 100%. Now to break the bot and get 101. I should up it to that, just to 101, and that's it. Because I think it's only goes to 100%, I think. I think that one does anyway. Some of them go to 200. It'd be funny, yeah. I really don't want to start making a scene at work. Oh wait, they voiced that. Cove's eyes grew wide and then drifted off. His mind was clearly elsewhere. Speaking of work, I gotta get back to it. That's what I'm doing right now. He laughed at how easily your presence made him forget the situation at hand. 101 scratch. We were just talking about 101 and Star got it. What's the timing on that, Star? You're like a wizard. Forget me being a magician, you are. Okay, take a seat. Take a seat somewhere over here. That's my area. I'll be back to take your order after I finish that other table. It won't be long. Star the Star Mage, exactly. With that, he gave you a sunny nod and readjusted his apron. Okay, I'll see you soon then. Near a window? Or the closest one to Cove. Yeah, the closest one to Cove. Let's bother him. 94 scratches. You sat near Cove as he worked. He acknowledged you with a look, but stayed focused on his task. You watched him do his work, and you also pulled out your phone to help pass the time. Does it go down to 1 scratch? I think so, yeah. Yes, it does, I believe. But it also goes up to 200 scratches, so... So the odds of that are very unlikely. But if you could get it, I'd be very impressed. Oh my gosh. That scared me. These sound alerts scared me. Are scaring me. As promised, Cove swung by again. He stood up straight, the task that had been at hand completed. He took your order with a grin and jotted it down neatly. Since you had a moment together, you struck up a new conversation. Oh, I could teasingly flirt. How's it like working here? Every single sound alert has scared you. I know it has. I guess I'm just really jumpy today. Okay, so we could be normal. Ask him how's it working here. Ask him if he gets hit on a lot. We can teasingly flirt with him, and it feels really weird to see you on the job. We're gonna flirt with him. Jumping, jump. I love. And I can't talk today either. Jumpy Ari, yeah. Or Ari. Oh, I never asked, how was the game audio? I just realized. Game audio is fine. Okay, thank you. We're gonna teasingly flirt with him. Oh my gosh, what is this gonna be? Hey, Cove. Are you on the menu? I do love a man in uniform. I hope they pay you extra for the business you must bring in. This is also stupid. I mean, I was making fun of his uniform, so I think that'd be kind of funny too. I laughed at his uniform, so I think that'd be funny to say. I do love a man in uniform. Cove's so cute. Hey, Mir, that doesn't count. I was just reading the option. I was just reading the option. That doesn't count. Cove turned bright red, his mouth opening in a small O.
Seriously?
He sounds so done. He sounds so done. You're gonna say that now? There's not a better time that line would work. Well, you said it. Who's to know? Me! And everyone who watches this VOD or the stream. Yeah, I did. And you can be done. Alright. Oh, actually, you were suddenly reminded of your afternoon adventure at Baxter's place. Remember the mean knock grandparents? I saw inside their home.
What?
He looked amazed, like he was just barely containing himself from peppering you with questions. Suddenly, a thought hit him like a brick. Wait. He settled down immediately. Oh, is he jealous? I forgot that they didn't really get along that well. Or they do, but they don't. I don't remember. Hey, Mir. Thank you for the clip, Mir. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. The new person staying there is really welcoming. Someone called out for a server. Cove turned his head without pause and gave them his best customer service smile. He nodded at you and then headed over. You watched as he got to the other table around a refills. It was a shame your conversation were so brief, but what else could you expect when he was on the clock? Seeing Cove acting so mature was different. He was like a real adult and giving service with a grin, at least when he remembered he was supposed to be working. That's so mean. You found it hard to believe his crybaby self had come so far. That's so mean. Okay, we are proud of him. You felt a little awkward, like you weren't keeping up with him. You were sad at the reminder you were really becoming adults. We're proud of him. It was nice to see him growing up. He had changed a lot over the years, and you were happy to see how much he had matured. No, Mir! Again, that's just an option. I didn't actually... That doesn't count! Cove eventually returned with your drink. With your drink and then with your food. He stole little moments with you, quick conversations and smiles. Oh, that's cute. You watched him work. He took orders, cleaned tables, and delivered food in a very professional manner. He was always on his feet and rarely stopped moving. After you had finished eating and paid, a few large groups started to flood the restaurant. Some seemed like regular tourists, but there were also a group of 12 carrying in birthday presents. As Cove looked like he was about to be very busy, you decided it was time to head out. You scooted your chair back and started to walk towards the doors. Oh my gosh, another clip. He frowned when he saw you leaving, but then switched right back to a smile. He gave a quick wave before turning back to his bustling tables. You sighed, you grinned, you sighed, you shrugged. What are we screwing? We're probably a little disappointed that he's so busy, right? Cove job wasn't the best place to socialize with him, unfortunately. Wordlessly, you ambled back outside into the shopping area. The evening sun was warm on your skin while you were taking the trip back home. You felt your phone buzz and stopped on the sidewalk. Then you pulled it out to check. It was from Mom. Oh, we still have our dolphin charm! That's so cute! Hey, we're just in front of the grocery store. Mom was... okay, Mom was... No, wait. Mom and Ma. Yeah, okay. Ooh, I don't remember her voice, so I'm not gonna do it. It's your mother. Well, it's because in this game we have two moms. We have two moms. One's called Ma, and the other one's called Mom. Would you mind stopping by the grocery store on your way home to pick up some asparagus and peppers for dinner tomorrow? Can't make it myself. Deadlines are tight right now. Thank you and have a great day. Yeah, we were happy to do it. It wasn't that you were expecting what you were expecting to do today, but it was totally fine. Your mom was always working hard. You wondered how her day was going. Hopefully much better than yours, you thought. Texting back, you said, yeah, I can do that. I mean, we didn't have a bad day. You weren't expecting her to text back anytime soon. Oh my god, it's a poop again. Text back anytime soon, though you did already get a thanks for it. Your phone remained grasped in your hand as you grew lost in your thoughts. Everyone was busy working nowadays. The only person who wasn't was Liz, and you had no idea how long before that changed. You were glad that you hadn't had to get a job yet. It was frustrating how you hadn't found a job that fit yet. Food poisoning, BRB. Oh no! You're terrified that one day and it'd be up to you to support yourself. You're curious about what working full-time would be like. It was exciting imagining what your own future career would be like. You were aiming to make it without working a typical job. I guess this one? Because I guess it keeps bringing it, the game keeps bringing it up, so maybe our character is a little frustrated. And it wasn't for lack of trying. Sighing, you ran a hand down your face, pulling at your cheeks under the eyes. A lot of job listings you looked into had wrong hours, or the pay just wasn't worth the time. And if it wasn't that, then the listing didn't apply to you in the first place. It was a huge downside of living in a small tourist town. You were still inside your head when another message came through. Looking at your phone, you saw it was from Cove this time. Aww. Can we hang out again? After I close at work this time. I could come to your house or something. If we texted back, no. We're gonna say yeah. We're not gonna ask why, we're just gonna say yeah. We don't have to ask why anymore. We grew up together, we're past that. Yeah. Be a little more enthusiastic, though. A fond smile tugged at the corner of your mouth when the next message arrived immediately. Awesome, thanks. You're struck with an idea as your fingers hovered to reply. You already agreed to run by the store today. You can meet Cove in town. Actually, I'll meet you at your work when you're done. I have to stay out running an errand anyways. Cool, I'll be here, obviously. See you later. Aww. You finally put your phone away. You realize then that you may have not. You may not have enough time to get to the store and back before Cove was off. You need to return to the tropical place first. But what was done was done. To fill the little gap of space in between your new plans, you decided to... Do we sneak Cove more text while he's working or browse the other places close by? This would be kind of mean. But I think it'd be kind of funny too. Not for Cove, but we've seen the other places. Let's send him more text. There was always a chance that he wouldn't respond until later, but he already messaged you before. It could be okay to keep going. You found a way to change the subject and wait to see what he'd do. Delighted, the buzzing in your hand signal, he took the bait. You carefully continue your walk down the path, hand glued to your phone and a happy pep in your step. Cove texted as frequently as you imagined he could while still on the clock, telling you all about the various people he had to interact with today. Before long, the first part of the night was over and it was nearing the end of Cove shifts. Luckily, you were almost back by then. I don't know why I'm laughing at his uniform. I think it's just a shirt. As you approach the restaurant building, you notice a figure out front. It was Cove. His silhouette was instantly recognizable to you, even in the dim light of the parking lot. You could see he was smiling eagerly as you got closer. He had been waiting for this. We're gonna hug him! We're gonna hug him! You bounded through the final steps to reach Cove and took him into your arms. He wasn't fazed, simply wrapping you in an embrace of his own. Hello again. Hi, Aura. Shirt with name tag. Yeah, maybe that's what's making me laugh. I don't know. It's because I think it's reminding me of when he looked like SpongeBob as a kid, and that's why I'm laughing. His initial excitement as your arrival deflated quickly. Cove stopped being able to meet your eyes as he spoke more.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you don't have to apologize. No! I'm sorry for earlier when you were visiting. It wasn't very exciting, was it? I hope I wasn't wasting your time. Yeah, it's never a waste to see you, yeah. Oh. His smile re-emerged, though only slightly. Then he continued his thought. It's just with all the shifts I've been doing lately, I wanted to have you around some more. That's really all. It was to make my day better. But it's not like working has to be a good time, and there's better things you could have been doing than watching me do stuff at a distance. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with wanting some support. Thanks for talking to me about this. What a precious man you are. I'm flattered. You nodded, taking in his words quietly. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with wanting some support. I'm here for you. You did the best to have your prayer and happiness and gave Cove a smile. It didn't pass by Cove, unfortunately.
Are you okay?
Aww. I'm fine. He shot back sternly. No, you're not. It's not anything you did to me. I get what you were trying to do. Then what is it, actually? Sorry? Itchy nose? Your shoulders slumped. He clearly wasn't gonna let it go. I've been thinking about how I don't have a job. Oh yeah. When he began to speak once more, his words were crushingly soft, almost a whisper. All of this is really hard. I don't know what to do to make it okay. You don't have to change the world for me. He managed a meek smile. Aww. Aww. I can still try. Oh, he's so cute. We'll both try and hopefully we'll make it work. Or not even hopefully, we just will. We only don't know how yet. His attempt to add encouragement was nice, even if you weren't sure how confident you were still. Thanks, Cove.
You're welcome.
Cove reached out for you and you leaned into it. He gently held you against him as you relaxed against his body. It was comforting. What was that errand you talked about before? Are you still doing that? Yeah. Would you want to come too? It was late and you knew that Cove wanted to go home, but admittedly you wanted company. He eased that concern by smiling softly. Sure, yeah, I could go shopping with you. You walked, right? Mm-hmm. Want me to drive you? Yeah, that would make things a lot easier. To the grocery store across the street. It's right there. We don't have to drive. No problem. It's nice of you to do this.
Not really.
I like spending time with you. I'm back. Welcome back, Mir. You missed some cuteness. Cove is so fucking cute. Thanks. I like that too. Moments later, Cove had his things together and you were both ready to swing by the store. Cove pulled into one of the many free... Don't worry, Mir. There's a lot of cuteness in this game. BRB, okay? Cove pulled into one of the many free parking spots at the neighborhood 24-hour grocery store. Car doors... Systemic pumping. Car doors were popped open, you got out at the same time. There was a salty smell in the air as the two of you strolled through the dim parking lot. The local burger joint on the other side of the pavement guaranteed the place always smelled like fries. Popcorn, French fries. Ooh. Your eyes squinted at the change of lighting when you made it inside the building. The automatic doors shut behind you. With you truly having arrived, Cove raised his bow curiously. So what are we here for again? Asparagus and peppers. It's for something my moms are making tomorrow. Sounds good. This will be a short trip. Uh-huh. You idly scanned the front room for a basket you could use. A full cart wasn't necessary. Oh, welcome back again, Mir. You felt responsible having your parents rely on you. Yeah, we were looking forward to our dinner. You'd make sure the ingredients you selected were divine. You spotted the baskets and caught a glimpse of Cove's full appearance while looking down to pick one up. Oh my gosh, more poop. It is kind of weird to see you dressed in a uniform in a different store. Cove snickered while sidling up beside you.
Right?
It's like I'm wearing a costume after Halloween is over, but I just hope no one thinks I work here. The uniform is totally different, but you never know. Basket in hand, you ambled towards the vegetable section. It was set near the back, but visible right from the entrance. Cove matched your pace, keeping at your side. The asparagus was simple enough to select. You simply picked up a bundle that looked fresh. All that was left was the peppers. There was a wrinkle in that plan. Oh no, from 86 HP from 7 scratches. Yeah, Trixie's OP. What color did they want? She didn't say. And what are we gonna do? The color definitely matters. Oh my gosh. Poor Trixie being sacrificed. Let's get one of every color. You're not satisfied with your solution. I was thinking the same thing. So you and Cove meticulously went down the row of pepper pallets. Green, yellow, red, orange, and even a couple multicolored peppers got placed in the basket. You worked as a team to be certain nothing was missed. Produce acquired, all that was left was to go through the line. But as you approached the cash registers, Cove stopped in his tracks. Oh, while we're here, I want to get something too. I need fruit for breakfast tomorrow. Mir's hugging yourself. You're hugging yourself, Mir. But what should I have? Glance back unsurely at the section you just left. I can go back to look with you. Yeah, we'll go back to look with him. That coaxed a small smile from Cove. His tension eased.
Sorry.
Thanks, Zara, and sorry. It's fine, we can take a little more time to do this. Cove gratefully led you back to the fruit stands. He let his eyes wander across all the options, seriously considering his decision. Not bothering to rush, he walked up and down the produce aisle for the second time that trip. Finally, something caught his attention. Transparent cases containing fresh blueberries. Cove grinned. You know, honestly, blueberries aren't my favorite fruit. I mean, I don't mind them. I'll eat them, but they're not what I pick. Personally. Cove grinned. That's it. It'll be perfect for tomorrow. Great. Despite the suddenness of how it happened, you were genuinely glad Cove was able to get something nice for himself during the visit to the store. It made the trip even more worthwhile. Cove carried his food for himself, and the two of you went back to get a spot in line. After that, you completed separate orders for what you were getting. Excuse me? The produce was packed away into paper bags. Oh, right, hello! How are you doing? The produce was packed away... Oh no, the jar. We're back to the chaos from yesterday, putting you in your favorite place. Oh my gosh. That's not a command. It's just a... It's not my favorite place. After that, you completed separate orders for what you were getting. The produce was packed away into paper bags. There was one for you and one for Cove. Jar is not a command. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Mir. Was I in the right place? Indeed, so much milk, so much drink. So much milk, so much drink. Oh my gosh. You both had what you needed in hand. The errand was finished. Mir, not you two. That's not a command. I should make it a command at this point. Just something different. Just something different. At least your shrimp isn't in there. That's true. At least the shrimp isn't in there. Oh, shrimp isn't a command either. I think it used to be, but it's not anymore. The jar gets filled once again with sussy milk. No! It's not, you could clearly see it's not filled with anything but me. You and Cove I'm in an empty jar. The shrimp help fills the jar. The shrimp is out of the jar. You could clearly see that. You and Cove stepped back into the night. Cove lightly swung his bag back and forth in his grip, and you peered squinting into the dark parking lot. Resta will sue. Exactly, that's why I don't want to have that command. He smiled slightly, a gentle expression on his lips. Stop. He'd probably laugh his ass off. Yes, he probably would. He probably wouldn't even care if I had a command like that, but just different to what his is. He'd be like, I'll help chat. Command idea. D20, D100, D5000. Oh. The higher the number, the more milk. Oh my gosh. Oh, the jar is gone, thankfully. Are my eyes, please, just track right? Oh my gosh. You sure about that? Oh my gosh, no! How many points do you have? The jar has been summoned. Thanks for inviting me to the grocery store. You're welcome. You quietly smile back. Thank my mom for sending me out to do this. Thanks for keeping me company. You don't have to thank me for that. Thanks for keeping me company. You're welcome. We should do this again. After a moment of walking further into the parking lot, he sighed mildly. As nice as Cove was about this, he had to be tired after working a full shift. It's been a long day. Yeah. That very brief exchange really summed it up. Cove shook his head to himself, bemusement replacing his worn-down expression. When did a busy day go from having way too many ways we wanted to play or having some extra homework to having to spend all day at a job and running errands after? Well, according to Resto, his jar is just milk. To the jar, it will always remain filled with milk. Oh my gosh. I guess when we became grown-ups? Or I don't know, This is a true adult experience where— ah! The chickens! The chickens! Okay, this is the true— oh my gosh. Everything's scaring me today. This is the true adult experience, working, buying food, and then squeezing in human interaction while you're doing other productive stuff. Well, I guess kid me did always think older people spent their lives at their jobs. I was right all along. In the jar. What? Oh, the fart in the jar. Oh my gosh, no! Oh, okay. Let's take a little break. There's ads playing. So let's take a little break. Just real quick. I'll be back. Or I can chat while the ads are going. What ads? Well, you don't see them. But hold on. Let me take a break. I need to go bathroom anyway. But so Mirror, eat all the poop you want. Star, make oh my gosh. Star, I guess you could do that. I was gonna say look after Mirror, but make sure Mirror doesn't die. Okay, BRB. My cat just fell. Oh my gosh! I hope your cat's okay. Don't worry, you have spares. Oh, you have spare cats? How many cats do you have? I have, let's see, I have 4. Aww. How many do I have? Let me count. I have 4 as well. I have 4 cats as well. Okay, let's get back into the... Whoop. Why is this flickering on my end anyway? He laughed and you had to agree. Cove's eyes narrowed as his mouth... Cats! Yes, cats! I am a big cat person. I love cats so much. And his mouth opened slightly. He was having a thought.
I think?
Your mom's... Oh, that's not... I was doing it in my normal. Your mom's need this stuff for tomorrow's dinner, not tonight, right? Uh-huh. And nothing's frozen, so you don't need to get it home urgently or anything. Would you want to go across the parking lot to that fast food place? We could get something. He can think? Who can think? Cove? You know it's still open, doesn't matter how late it is, it might be nice. You perked up at the suggestion, it sounded like fun. Alright, let's go for it. Let's drop the groceries off, then we can go. You agreed and Cove strolled over to the cars, buoyed at the thought of something to look forward to. He placed his bag in the back of his car and then let you store yours inside as well. With the groceries taken care of, it was a short walk to the burger joint. There were 3 cars lined up in the drive-thru, which wasn't too bad. You had to go all the way around the building to get into the front entrance, but soon you were under another set of bright fluorescent lights. Ooh, we haven't seen this place before. Luckily there was no line inside the building, so you stepped right up to the counter. You glanced over the menu. You remember eating here before with Cove back when Kyra had taken you both years ago. The menu looked pretty much the same from what you could remember. Oh, have we been here before and I just don't remember? It was missing the mozzarella sticks, but most of the other items were familiar. What? How could they be missing the mozzarella sticks? You went through the drive-thru so you could go inside? Did they actually? I don't think they went through the drive-thru. I think they just put the stuff in the car and then walked over here. I think. Let me see. Yeah, they walked. Hello, what would you like to order? Cove. Yes, hello. I would like one of everything on your dessert menu. Good idea. Should I laugh or put you? I'm gonna put, hey, you stole my order. He brushed a hand against the back of his head and his polite smile for the employee bent. Mom rubbed off on me. He was reminiscing on the visit too. Oh yeah, the visit where... Oh my gosh. Wait, the dessert menu, does that include an Ara bar? No. After the cashier made sure Cove was being serious, it was your time to order. You got... I'm gonna laugh if we... Oh my gosh. What should we get? We'll get a... Oh, apple pie. But the Trixie chocolate. Okay, it includes the Trixie chocolate. Ooh, a spicy chicken sandwich. Ooh, chicken nuggets. Oh, this looks good. A milkshake. Okay, let's do what Cove's doing. Let's get a cookie, apple pie, and a milkshake. We'll do that, because since Cove is getting everything. Cove gave you a little thumbs up. He wasn't the only one indulging. You wrapped up your order, processed, paid, got the number 264, then claimed a table. You sat down across from Cove in a booth where you had a good view of the front counter. It was nice to have the pick of the place. Why wouldn't we start a conversation? Too bad the mozzarella sticks are gone. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Thanks for doing this, Cove. Let's say we're looking forward to this. It still hasn't been decided if the company is Trixie Chocolate or Ours Chocolate. LLC or Ours Chocolate. I own the company, but it's probably gonna be branded with Trixie. Probably. Me too. I really want that apple pie. When you took out your phone to text your moms about your delay home, you didn't want you took out your phone to text your moms about your delay home. You didn't want them to worry. Cove watched you before pulling out his phone as well, maybe for the same reason you did. When the updates were sent, it was back to being just you and your... So Trixie Bar it is. Yes, Trixie Bar. A Trixie Bar. Just you and your neighbor once more. He offered you a small smile. I've missed you, you know? Even if you weren't ever really gone, it's been less time than I'm accustomed to. Aww. Cove tapped his fist on the table definitively. He paired that action with a childish pout. If someone saw him like that, they might have assumed he was throwing a fit over not getting the toy that comes with a kid's meal. You chuckled at his mini trying. You're really cute. We demand more time with each other. I feel the same way. I'm really glad we're doing this. We already flirted with him, so we demand more time with each other. You dropped your palms on the tabletop for added emphasis. Exactly. He beamed at you sincerely, a ray of sunshine in this late night food trip. When the number was called, Cove hopped up from his seat before you could react.
Don't worry about it.
He didn't get the Trixie figure. Oh, imagine if Trixie had a... Imagine if there was a Trixie figure. That'd be so cool. But yeah, they should be selling Trixie figures that's in little Happy Meals. That'd be cute. I've got it. Save our spot. He got a lot. I'm gonna help him. Alright, I guess we probably don't have to worry about someone taking our seats. He threw glances across the empty restaurant with a smirk. You snickered as you both walked over to the counter together. There were two trays sitting on the counter. Cove grabbed the one that was mostly his dessert items, leaving space for you to reach the other. Oh, hello! Royce? Hello, how are you doing? My name is Ara. And, usually I have a cat. Just Roy? Okay. Hello, Roy. Seems like Star knows you. Trixie figure, that's just a Sailor Moon cat. Uh-oh, you know me. Oh, okay. Okay, so I don't have to introduce myself. Okay, good. Because I'm always awful at it. But yeah, we're playing our life beginnings and always. I love this game so much. We're on stage, what, 3 or 4, something like that. I think we're on stage 3 because I think there's 4 stages, and we're getting... Cove ordered the whole dessert menu. But how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, Rory's been following for 4 months. Oh, okay. It's because it said first time chat, so I didn't realize. I'm sorry. Cove picked up the drinks and passed you them. Then he grabbed the tray with food. Oh yeah, 4 months, 14 days. It's not that I didn't believe you, but... I'm OG. Aw, thank you so much. I didn't realize that it's a first time chatter. I'm not. Oh, it's okay, Mir. This way we don't accidentally spill. Right. You agreed to Cove's plan and work together to bring back the food. Once you had everything situated and placed on the table, the two of you returned to your seats. Anyway, oh my gosh. No, the poop again. Yeah, you almost got 1 month, Mir. Oh! His shirt looks more pink now. Probably the lighting. Oh, what? Red ice cream. I don't think I've seen that. Oh, that's so cute. If that's all that's on the dessert menu? Oh no. 54%. One savage. Savage. Oh, did that not work? What the heck? I have that enabled. Oh, it's because you put two B's. Yeah, you put an extra B. Okay, I thought. Oh, Haru, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing, Haru? We're playing our life beginnings and always. I always fumble saying the name of this game. You're not subscribed. Oh yeah, it's 1 month off, I think, Star. I think it's 1 month off because you have the 6-month badge. I'm good, thank you though. I was about to go to bed, then I saw you was like, oh, if you have to go to bed, go to bed. Don't worry, Haru. The VOD will be here and it'll be on YouTube eventually. Our life and always endings. What? What? Good night, Haru. Our life and always endings. Cove looks so happy here. It's so cute. His art's so nice. Cove didn't hesitate before digging in. He took a large bite of his cookie and immediately sipped his milkshake. Aww. Night. Have a fun stream. Catch you next time. Thank you, Haru. Good night. Have a good night. He took a spoon and sampled his sundae with an approving hum. He may attempt to follow this up with a bite of his apple pie as well, but bailed with a distressed look on his face. You tilted your head in a silent question. Oh, it was hot. He switched back to the milkshake, taking a dedicated slurp. Cove sighed at the cool relief it brought. You also started to taste yours. It really wasn't bad. In only a minute, Cove's cookie was gone, and you wouldn't be surprised if the milkshake wasn't far behind. Oh my gosh. You flicked the straw wrapper at Cove. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't say anything, but I wanted to do that at the restaurant with him, but there wasn't an option to do it. So I think I'm gonna go with that one. You teasingly offered to feed him his remaining treats. We already flirted with him earlier. Let's just flick our straw wrapper at him. You found the paper discarded from the straw Cove used for his milkshake. You squished it into a little ball while he was distracted, and then very deliberately launched it at Cove. Your aim was true. It hit him square in the nose. He didn't even flinch, too used to your violent straw wrapper way. That is true. We have done this throughout this whole game. Every time that was an option, I think I picked it. He casually reached down with his free hand and tossed the paper ball back at you. You sputtered when it hit you on the top of your head and bounced away. You scrabbled to grab it from where it fell on your booth and threw it back at him. He chuckled and lobbed the tiny ball in a return pass. This is so fucking cute. You felt so glad Cove agreed to come along with you on the initial grocery trip, and equally happy you accepted his invitation here. A little time off your feet, a little something to eat, you felt more energized than before. You continued to chat, mess around, laugh, and enjoy yourselves. For the first time that night, you felt like you weren't totally grown up after all. Aw, that was cute. Let's save. So, It saves. Okay. Serendipity. I wonder what this one's gonna be. Going to bed, have a wonderful stream. Thank you, Roy. Have a good night. Okay. We're doing all of these in order, yeah. Serendipity. We're back to the grocery store. Light filters down through the leaves of an oak tree overhead, casting speckled shadows on the sidewalk all around you. There was a drop of sweat slowly making its way down the side of your face. You flicked it away with your thumb, slowly to stop in the cool shade. The font on your pinned on Twitter is a bit hard to read, so I read it as Eats Red Lipstick. Oh no. I think it says, what does it say? It's been a while since I looked at that. That's funny though. I think it's supposed to be likes. But recently I've also liked like purple toned lipstick, so it's not just red anymore. It's under yeah, it says Cat's Red Lipstick. Yeah, those are my likes. I think it also says the number 3. I think. That was over a year ago when I got that. Ketchup. Oh no, not ketchup. Not ketchup. I hate ketchup. No. I should make that a command though. And because I hate ketchup so much. Excuse me? They had you out and about in town in no hurry to go anywhere in particular. You had just gotten something to eat and there was nothing planned for the rest of the afternoon. It'd be funny if the command just said no. I was thinking like it says that you dump like a certain amount of ketchup on me, but that's even better I think if it just says no, and it'd be easier because I wouldn't have to type as much. Spicy ketchup the best? I haven't tasted spicy ketchup, but I don't like ketchup to begin with because of just I don't like its consistency, I don't like the flavor, I don't like anything. The color throws me off. In no hurry to go anywhere in particular, you had just gotten something to eat and there was nothing planned for the rest of the afternoon. Your moms were at work and Liz had left early in the morning to do something. You had no idea what. You took out your phone, idly noting the time, and when it starts to buzz, the screen lit up in your hand. Is it hard to make commands on Mix It Up? Not really, no. I just looked at a tutorial for Mix It Up and that was it. But it's pretty straightforward, like, and they have like a thing where it teaches you, like, where you could go on like their, it has like their website thing. I forget what it's called. But yeah, I looked at a video. Cause that's what yeah, that's what I use. Why are my eyes still squinting? You took out your phone. Those are like, hey, the 8 ball actually told the truth this time. Since are like ketchup, they don't count on it. Exactly. Speak of the devil, Liz messaged you. Okay, truthful. Come home ASAP. Before you could even begin to question why your phone went off again. Nothing bad, but you have to see this, so come back already. And with the final message, you were left only slightly less confused than you were before. You hadn't seen much of your sister lately. She had been acting strange for days, always shutting herself up in her room. Which wouldn't be so weird if at the dinner table she didn't suddenly start smirking to herself over nothing. It was the rare times you did see her, she would sneak you expectant looks like she was waiting to be asked what was up, but all your questions led nowhere. She answered you with a put upon sigh, proclaimed that she was busy, and tell you that she would have to talk about it later. No hints, no guessing, whatever it was, she was determined to keep it a secret. Maybe now you finally find out what it was. As you did an about face on the sidewalk and started heading home, you received more text. You're surprised the name that popped up on the screen this time was Cove. Did you hear from Liz? About some urgent thing you have to see? She messaged Cove too. You weren't surprised. Liv teased him about it, but he was like family. However, you were struggling to understand how he fit into Liz's surprise. Yeah, Liz sent me the same thing. I just know the different user types, random pick, random number, and how to use count commands. I think that's all. I think that's all I know how to do too. It's different. I know it's a little. The commands, like the way you do it, is a little different. Like what you type in is a little different than Stream Elements, I guess you could say, but because that's the only other thing I've used is Stream Elements, and then I went to mix it up because I don't know, because I think I was doing things. Still haven't figured out how to make it activate randomly. What specifically do you want to make? Pretty sure the main parts are the same. Yeah. I know something was different in there though, because I remember it gave me trouble. Well, a little trouble. What is there something on fire? His reply came only seconds later as you waited to cross the street. Something tells me it's not that, and something tells me you know that too. You laughed to yourself as you read his message. A short-lived joke, but you knew when to let things go. You got me, detective. Too bad that's all I know. Are you going to see what's up? I'm walking there now. I know the user types are a bit different, but it could still use, yeah, sender and to user. Oh, it can? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can. I'm not like an expert on Mix It Up or anything. I really just follow tutorials on YouTube and then I forgot a lot about it. So now when I make stuff, I just look at what I did previously. Me too. Glancing up, you saw the light had changed to a walk sign while you were busy texting. You hurriedly wrapped things up, texting Cove a quick goodbye before crossing the street. It was fine, you'd be seeing him later anyway. Not expecting any more messages, you put your phone away so you could walk without having to worry about tripping over the curb. Thankfully, it was a short trek home, and soon enough you were walking up to your street, the familiar face of your house already in view. Thinking of what might be awaiting at home. Sure, we felt lost. And the more you learned, the more questions you had. They were all buzzing around in your head, too many to try to pick out and make sense of. Lost in your thoughts, you almost didn't see who was walking further up the street. Cove, even from the back, the bright sea green color of his hair was unmistakable. You quickened your pace to catch up to him, the scuff of your shoes loud against the pavement. He heard it instantly, not missing a beat as he turned towards you and slowed his steps in sync.
Hey.
I just figured it out by testing and copying command parts from other streamers. I figured it out from, like I said, YouTube tutorials, and then some people in the YouTube tutorials had like the exact commands you needed so that you could copy from the description, which was really helpful. And then yeah, I just changed everything that I had and edited to Mix It Up. Hey Ara. Hi, here we are at my house. I thought Cove gave you a wry smile. Here we are. It sounded almost like a question, wondering why the two of you had been summoned there. Any ideas of what Liz wants us for? You shook your head. The situation was out of character for you, sister. Anything could happen. Well, I guess we should go in and find out. Taking his cue, you grabbed your keys and opened up the front door. Cove trailed behind you as you entered. Oh yeah, that reminded me. I added a poop command and it just puts the link to your Twitch. What? What? No. Does it actually? That's really funny. That's really... That caught me off guard. My whole legacy is gonna be that poop command. I swear. Okay, let's see what Liz has planned. You walked through the open door and peered about, not sure what you were looking for. From the entryway, you could see Liz pacing across the living room, her smile, gaze intent on her phone. You caught her just as she had completed a turn. Behind you, the door clicked shut. The second she heard, her head darted up at your direction, her features lighting up at the sight of you and Cove. Oh, she's so cute. Here's the thing. It's been 2 months. I don't remember any of the voices I gave these characters, and I don't know. Ah, you arrived, and together too. That's perfect, just perfect. She flashed you a radiant smile. You could almost see her limbs vibrating as if she was poised to bounce. Cove raised an eyebrow at your sister's bizarre behavior. You're in a good mood today. This better be before what's going on. You quietly waited to see what she would reveal. Liz's eyes narrowed with a mischievous glance. She let out a little cackle. So lately, I've been hard at work on a little plan of mine, and you two get the honor of seeing it all come together. Here it is! Surprise! She lifted a hand in the air to present the very comfortable but completely mundane living room. In the resulting silence, you and Cove glanced around again and then made eye contact with each other. His face mirrored your bafflement. Then suddenly another voice rang out in the room.
Surprise!
Oh, is it... Derek? Maybe? Or maybe it's Shiloh. But he said he wouldn't... He didn't know us. Even though we knew him. Cove flinched at the shout, his shoulders shooting up to his ears. Laughter came from your sister as well as from the other side of the room. Oh my gosh, Shiloh! Oh, he has his little hat! Your head whipped around just in time to see a familiar figure with a freckled face and a purple cap springing up behind the back of the couch. Cove's mouth fell open, recognition immediately coming to him. Shiloh? Now I have to do another... Oh, no. Hi, Cove. Hi, Ara. I don't know. I can't do many voices. Shiloh greeted the two of you so casually, like he'd been gone for 10 days rather than 10 years. Shiloh? He must be pretty Shiloh. Oh my gosh. You started laughing. Let's start laughing. You couldn't help it. The image of Shiloh... I was gonna say pooping. The image of Shiloh popping out. That reminds me of a very early stream of this game where I said he shat instead of sat. That was really funny. And he was a kid at that point. It was so funny. Poop tuber? Oh no. Shiloh popping out of nowhere and Cove being startled into a squeak had you clutching your sides in unrestrained laughter. With a wide grin on her face, Liz snickered and clapped her hands together, as pleased as a child after a fruitful night of trick-or-treating. You and Cove's reactions were adequate offerings in her bucket full of treats. As amazed as you were still wondering one thing. What happened? You had no idea who we were when we ran into each other. Shiloh's gaze self-consciously dropped to the side. He tugged the brim of his hat down, bracing himself to answer, but Liv waves a hand at him as if to say, don't worry about it. I'll explain. When we got home that day, I changed my mind about letting it go. Why did I have to? Social media exists. Why did I have to? Social media exists, right? So I thought, why not try finding him and sending him a little reminder message? Luckily, there were only so many 17-year-old Shiloh Fields in the world. It wasn't hard to do. Hearing Liz speak seemed to encourage Shiloh, who pulled himself together to face both you and your sister with a careful smile.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry about what happened. When you talked to me the first time, I was in the middle of a tour for a school field trip. I couldn't get separated from the group and didn't expect anyone to want to be talking to me. I was so worried about getting back to everyone else. I didn't think too hard on what you were saying. Oh my gosh. Who is Shy and why is he low? This is Shiloh. He's a childhood friend of all of the characters. But when Lizzie's messages showed up, everything suddenly hit me. Lizzie, Aura, Cove, you were the kids of Sunset Bird back when I was a little kid. There was no way I could forget that. Now for real, I do know all of you, and I'm so happy I get to see you again. I have Lizzie to thank for that. My mom was already planning to take a short trip near here this summer.
Well.
If my mom could bring me along, Lizzie offered to pick me up and bring me the rest of the way here, just so I could visit the neighborhood again. Childhood friend, he looks 10 years younger than the rest of them. I think he's only 1 year, because I think Liz is 20 or 21, and Cove and our character right now are 18. And they just said he was 17, so. Yeah, but he does look very young. He looked younger than them when they were children too. And that's why I decided to make it a big reveal instead of outright telling you two I got back in contact with Shiloh. Once again, she lifted a hand in the air, properly presenting the long-lost childhood friend you all shared. So, ta-da! It was impressive how it all came together. You never could have planned seeing Shiloh that day. To think that it would lead to this, you raised your hands and started clapping for Liz. Thank you. You've been a wonderful audience. Cove blinked slowly, still a little dazed by everything that was going on. Cove, has your expression changed at all?
Uh-huh.
Let's go. Type to celebrate. Oh, of course, the poop. Oh, okay. I'm going to get some water. Don't disappear or anything. He padded off to the kitchen. No need for a chaperone. He knew where the cups were. Actually, Star. Thank you for filling up Star's beer mug. Wow, you really surprised him, Lizzie and Ara too. Did you see her face when I appeared? Yes, I did. Liz patted the cushion front of the couch. Make yourself comfortable. You don't have to keep hunkering down behind there anymore. With a laugh, Shiloh crossed around the backside and took a seat, but maybe it was a little awkward being the only one sitting, because he kept idly twiddling his fingers. You could hear him humming to himself, a nonsense tune with no real melody, something to keep his voice busy. Being here again could be more nerve-wracking for him than he let on. Cove's soft voice announced his return. He paused to drag the back of his hand across his mouth, wiping away what droplets of water lingered there. Hi, Shiloh. Welcome back. At Cove's confused greeting, Shiloh laughed cheerily. I have no idea what voice to do for Shiloh now that he's older. It was easier when he was a kid. I mean, I was gonna say I got nachos, but they're already almost finished. Ooh, nachos. I haven't had nachos in a while. I think it's amazing. Hopefully this is the only nachos. Hopefully this is the only time he shows up, because I have no idea how to do his voice. I think it's amazing you're all still here in the same neighborhood. It's just like how it was way back then. Shiloh sighed happily at the moment as Cove raised an eyebrow and gave the room a considering glance. Hey, this is where we met the first time, remember? Right after I moved in, me and Ara were brought down right here to have a play date with you. Yeah! Shiloh laughed, his eyes downcast as he fiddled with the corner of his collared shirt. We almost didn't meet in the living room because you wanted to jump out of the window to get away from me. Cove cringed at the memory of his younger self being pushed back to the forefront of his mind. His mouth going tight, he awkwardly looked away from Shiloh. Oh yeah! Wait a sec. Trixie's signature beans. Oh, are you gonna do the bean command? Oh yeah, Cove wasn't very nice to Shiloh when they were younger. You have a good memory. And be 181% gassy, man. Oh, you both did it at the start. You were a little late. I think you could do it now though. I think there's like a 5-second cooldown.
Oh?
Oh, I don't think so. Seeing this place again just brings lots of things back. Oh, not that gassy. Only 27% gassy. He clapped his hands together, an idea suddenly coming to him. But hey, now that our group is together, how would you want to go out and visit some of the old places? I've been hiding in the living room since I got here. Liz wasn't afraid to laugh at herself, bringing a hand to her chest to silently take the blame for that. I'd love to. Yeah. Without missing a beat, the others turned for you for your answer. Where to first?
That's fine.
I've eaten too many beans in my life to get gassy from them. Because of all the beer burps. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've eaten a lot of beans too. I love beans. Especially with eggs. Or with rice. It's really good. I'm sure we'll figure it out along the way. And with that, the four of you headed out into the neighborhood as one. Even with how short the time you spent indoors was, the sun was momentarily blinding you once you left the house. Squinting, you brought your hand up to shield your eyes. The pleasant summer day had yet to go away. That rhymed. Only a few wispy clouds drifted along the sky. As you strolled down the way, Liz took the lead, followed by you and Cove walking side by side. Shiloh freely took to walking in the middle of the road, his arms idly swinging back and forth at his sides as he turned his head in every which way to take in as much as he could. It was very much a trip down memory lane for him. You wondered how much the neighborhood had changed in his eyes. Now word passed between the group about where you were heading first, but soon enough you found yourselves walking the usual path to the shopping street. Oh my gosh, more poop. Oh, and another clip beans. No. Before you reached it, the sounds of it did. A collective of sandals tracking sand, the shrill calls of seagulls, the overlapping conversation of beachgoers, and the random strains of music from various stalls. Wow! The odd gasp had come from Shiloh. His eyes were all lit up. Ah, Trixie! Thank you for redeeming Trixie, Star. Trixie's back! Hey, 59 HP loss only. That's not bad. Were there always so many different stores in one place?
Yeah.
21 scratches, that's good! Trixie's being a little nice right now. Yeah, of course. Wow, I can see why so many people come here. Hey, do they still have those nice little ice cream stands? Yeah, that hasn't changed. Yay, we should get some. It'll be my treat. Thanks, Shiloh. Ice cream sounds perfect on such a hot day. Gonna test something real quick. Pet. Oh no, I don't have the pet. I don't know how to. Well, I do know how, but. I don't have it set as an @ thing. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. I'm so bad at this. How about you, Cove? You could see that unlike Liz, Cove was struggling with decision, brow wrinkled in thought. Finally, a hesitant smile appeared on his face and settled on keeping to the spirit of the special occasion. Yeah, sounds good to me. Awesome, Inara? I'd like that, yeah. Shiloh gave you a wide grin as if you were the one buying him ice cream. The four of you continued to walk as ice cream plans were further discussed. You have it set to Sender and Trixie as text? Let me check. Let me check. Commands. Let me see. Trixie, pet. Oh, no, I don't have it to that. I don't have it set to that. I just have it with the username. Yeah, I just have it the username and the random numbers. Right, they're set slightly different. Are you getting a popsicle, Lizzie? Yes. Hearing that, Shiloh smiled shyly. I thought you might still like that. I'm gonna get an ice cream cone. Shiloh, I just gave Shiloh my own voice because I don't know what to do for him. On Stream Elements, if you use user, then you can app people for it. You could do that on Mix It Up too, but I forgot how. I need to look at the ones that I have like that. Hold on, let me see. I think I have. Fight tricks. Hold on, no, it's the sacrifice. Pretty sure you can use two user, not both. Let me check. Oh yeah, I have the target username. I have username and then I have target username. And that's the one that does it. Tyler began to turn to Cove, but before he could ask, Cove offered up his choice. I'll get an ice cream sandwich. I'm gonna get an ice cream sandwich too. It's a good choice. Cove gave you a quick smile at your matching preference. I feel like an ice cream sandwich. Not because Cove got that. Not at all. I'm definitely not trying to copy him. There was an ice cream stall further up the street across from a souvenir shop displaying postcards of the seaside and saltwater taffy in its windows. The stand itself was already hard to miss, with its pastel pinks and blues and its eye-catching poster boards listing every individual flavor. It was also impossible to ignore once the chatty little jingle playing from its speakers were added. Shiloh greeted the owner and began picking out the treats that everyone had chosen. He paid for them before handing them out to their respective owners. Digging your teeth into your ice cream sandwich, you relished the sweet chill it left in your mouth. Liz was right. This was the perfect treat for a summer day. Around you, everyone was eating at their own pace. Liz held her popsicle away from herself, careful not to let it drip onto her dress. Yeah, target username, yeah. You can, yeah, that's what they have on the shoutout command, yeah. Yeah, I just checked. That is what I have it for, so yeah. Demoness, hello! How are you doing? We're playing Our Life Beginnings and Always. How are you doing? I had no idea you'd be up around this time. It's not that late. It's barely gonna be 7 for me. For me, it's barely gonna be 7, so it's not that late. The part, did it scare me that time? I can't remember, even though it happened like 5 seconds ago. Usually you stream during the early day. Yeah, I do, but I'm testing out different times and we'll probably stream at different, like in the mornings and then sometimes during the evenings. We'll see. Just depending. Just to have other people who can't usually make the morning ones be able to watch. Very good, yeah. I'm up for it all. Oh, thank you. Around you, everyone was eating their own... Yeah, okay, I read this. She was trying to go about eating it delicately as she could while Shiloh dug into his. 5 time. Yay! You counted only 2 or 3 bites before Cove had devoured his sandwich. Shiloh laughed, also noticing the way Cove inhaled his food. It's already finished? Cove shrugged a little in reply, his attention more focused on crumbling up the sandwich wrapper in his hand. So what have you been doing around here since I've been gone? Well, I already told you that about me attending college away from here, so I don't really live here anymore. But to be more specific on my life, I'm pursuing a degree in architecture. Shiloh perked up at that, his mouth falling open in awe. Amazing!
Thanks.
Actually, I was thinking about it and the first time I really decided I liked buildings and building them was when you and I would make sandcastles out on the beach. More Trixie poof.
Aw.
Oh, Lizzie. At such a sincere admission from your sister, all Shiloh could do was blush and lower his head, too flattered to know what else to say. Liz laughed, just as flustered though she had been the one to say it. The atmosphere was awkward but not unpleasant. Shiloh shyly glanced over at you and Cove. And what about you two? What have you been up to?
Oh.
Me and Ara just graduated. High school, I mean. I got a part-time job. I volunteer at this organization to clean up stuff, things like that. You nodded along with Cove. Mainly take you explain lots of plans. We probably have lots of plans. There were so many possibilities that you could see for yourself, and much of it was already in motion. Shiloh seemed happy to hear it. Ara graduated? Oh my god. High school in this game.
Great.
Being around him again was like a little like picking up an old forgotten habit. Clunky at first.
Yeah, bitch!
Oh my god. That was so loud for me. What the hell? But as the four of you talked, it started to come more naturally. And when one of you ran out of things to say, suddenly someone else remembered something new. Oh right, do you remember those mean, not actually, those vibes equals Connor? Oh no, oh no. Oh right, do you remember those mean old, not actually grandparents that used to live in our neighborhood? They were so mean. Oh, they're not here anymore. Oh no. They're not spending summers here anymore. They're still alive. He thought they were dead. Oh, thank goodness. It helped that Shiloh was just as eager to hear what had gone on in his absence as people were to tell him. Soon everyone threw out what trash they had in a nearby garbage can as your group made their way down to the beach. Going down the shore inevitably led to a certain spot. They're still alive. Where? The mean old people don't live there anymore. Don't live in that place where Baxter lives now. But it seems like Mir wants violence with them. It didn't take very long for Shiloh to recognize what was in the distance. His words trailed off in the middle of a sentence, his footsteps faltering at first. Then all at once he broke away from the group and dashed right into the old park, giggling as he ran. Oh, everything's so small. His laughter petered out as he came to a stop by the swing and grabbed hold of one of the support poles. He walked in a little circle around it, marveling at how easily his hand wrapped around its entirety. Emboldened by Shiloh's enthusiasm, Liz plopped herself down on one of the swing sets, only to instantly show an expression of regret. There was no way she was comfortable in that tiny seat so low to the ground, not with how she had to scrunch her legs up to fit there. Oh my gosh. Virulence. I don't think that works. I don't think that works, Mir. Kylo creeped up behind her. He took hold of the chains of her swing, one in each hand.
Seriously?
What are you doing? With a grin, Shiloh started walking back. Liz shifted her seat to look at him. You cannot be trying to push me. These are made for kids. It's never going to work. But Shiloh just hummed and kept pulling her back. Resigning herself to her fate, Liz tucked her legs up as much as possible as Shiloh moved his hands to her back. With a running start, he got her forward and up as far as he could before jumping out of the way. Liz had her eyes squeezed shut. It'll work eventually, Ara. Oh my gosh. A screech escaping her as the swing started falling backwards. When it swung back around, there was Shiloh again to push her. She couldn't kick the ground like when you were kids. Her legs were too long for that now, but Shiloh was pushing her enough to keep the momentum going. It's really hard to do with vowels. Yeah, I could imagine that it is hard. Because I can't think of anything like that. Like, that Ara would fit into. Other than the very obvious thing. The air was filled with their wild laughter and the almost rhythmic jangle of the swing chains. Cove sat against the bar of the jungle gym, wearing a bent smile as he watched them. He was fiddling with something, turning it over and over in his hands. When you craned your neck to get a better view, he obligingly lifted it for you to see. It was a piece of shell, one side rough and mottled gray, the other side completely smooth, revealing a faint blue sheen when it caught the light. I saw it on the beach. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good one. No, I meant Shiloh. He seems more confident than I remember. I think so too, yeah. He and Liz look at each other, look closer than they did as kids. Cove nodded, leaning back to enjoy the breeze blowing in from the sea. Soon your sister began to speak out. Alright, I'm ready to get off now. How do you stop this? I can do it with V, with K, with G, with M, with L, with Z, but A, it's impossible. Don't worry. Charlotte braced himself, one foot planted forward as the swing started coming back down. Then in one quick motion, he reached up and caught the chains again. The impacts had his feet skidding back in the sand, but he kept his stance steady. If Liz was surprised at suddenly being brought to a halt, she didn't show it, only tilting her head up to smile at him. Shiloh had yet to catch his breath, though returned the smile just as brightly. He let go of the chains, walking around the swing set and briefly rubbing his hands together before offering one to Liz, which she graciously accepted, needing the help to get out of the tiny seat. Then the two of them made their way back over to you and Cove. Liz was looking more ruffled than usual, and her sun hat was off kilter. Having held on for dear life for the entire ride, she took a moment to straighten her outfit back into place. That looked kind of fun. It was. Even though you were just pushing me on the swings? Yep, that was the fun part. Huh. Hey Shiloh, you've got an idea what our lives have been like since you've been gone, but I've been wondering what happened to you after you moved away. Shiloh's eyes went wide as if it was surprising to hear. You couldn't recall him talking about himself when you were all telling stories, but maybe he hadn't been able to find the right timing. He brought his hand to his chin, tapping it thoughtfully as he looked up and to the side. Well, what happened was my mom decided to move back to the south, closer to where I was born. We stayed there for a few years until she got another job offer in California again, thanks to the connection she had here. It was a really good job at a private boarding school, so she decided to take it. With a wide grin, he said the next part. And as a bonus, her kid, me, gets to attend the school and live in the dorms for free. I've been there since my second year of middle school. Pretty soon I'm going to be starting my last year of high school. Liz leaned towards him with an attentive smile on her face. Have you been doing well there? Getting good grades? Got any friends? Poop again. At the list of questions, Shiloh held his hands in front of himself as if they were physical things he could stave off. That one didn't scare me so much. A little bit, but that one didn't scare me as much.
Yeah.
To everything. It could be a little hard sometimes because of how people are in that school, but I'm happy. How people are? Cove couldn't guess what that meant, but Liz folded her arms, scowling. Don't tell me there's more people like that Nate guy hanging around. Shiloh rubbed at his cheek, laughing nervously. He glanced from the bars of the jungle gym to the lace of his shoes to the trees swaying in the distance, unsure of where to rest his gaze. Not exactly. Nate doesn't mean to be mean. He just kinda is. He's the school #1 performer for athletics and academics. He always takes on so much responsibility that the only possible way he can finish it all is if absolutely nothing goes wrong. But that's impossible, so he always stressed and ready to snap. He can't handle it when someone seems to be causing a problem. That's why during the field trip he was upset when I went off on my own like that. Still, he's really smart, reliable, and sensitive, and he cares a lot. Most of the time he doesn't even realize his way of dealing stuff upsets other people. Cove had a patient smile on his face, listening earnestly as Shiloh rattled on off his list of Nate's good traits. You know him pretty well. Are you actually friends? Well, not exactly. Oh my gosh, Amir. I figure out how Ara laughs. Oh my gosh. Oh, rah, 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 rah. Oh my gosh. Imagine if I did actually laugh like that. That's really funny to imagine, actually. Me and Nate are in the same school group. About once a month, me, 6 other students, and supervisor get together to talk. We did it all of last year, and I think the next year we're gonna be in the same group again. I hope so. I'm glad Nate's not so bad after all. Okay, save. Okay, I'm gonna take another break, and I'll be right back. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. Especially since Shiloh might have to be in the same after-school group as him next year. Liz shook her head at your words. It would take much more for her to be able to be convinced of Nate's upstanding character. Personally, I still appreciated having a word with Nate about his communication skills. Her tone of voice was low and pointed. You would be worried for Nate if not for the playful smile that accompanied her words. Shiloh let out a little laugh at that. I do have Nate's numbers, but he wouldn't pick up. The people in my group only answer when they feel like hearing from me, so usually I have to wait for them to call. Either that or they never even consider answering my calls or calling me or talking to me at all, unless the supervisor forces them to. It was such a bleak description of his dynamic with his group, but he didn't seem to realize it until he glanced up and saw the concerned looks on everyone's faces. His smile fell. He hastened to add one more thing. Well, except for one who I always answer for sure. Oh? She immediately perked up.
Really?
So that's a friend of yours? He hesitated to answer, something Cove picked up on. Not exactly? Yeah, I'd like to be friends though. Alright. Liz crossed her arms together, once more grim-faced like she was the commander of the ship about to lead her little crew into battle. You should call them right now. What? If you want to be friends with them, I can help. That didn't scare me that time. It didn't scare me that time. I can help. If you're going to be in the same group again, then you should at least try to get along. No, I shouldn't. He quickly grew flustered, his tongue stumbling over his sentences. I don't want to be a bother.
I mean...
Liz, what are we gonna do? Watch him while he talks to someone on the phone? No, Cove. It's all bolded. No, she's getting immunity. Shiloh? The last syllable of Shiloh's name trailing off into nothing. It soon became clear Liz had not fully thought of the plan yet, but she wouldn't be Liz if she just stopped there. Shiloh could put them on a video call and we could all talk together, of course. She clasped her hands together, a wide smile on her face that didn't leave the room for dissenting opinions.
All right.
It's a good idea. It'll work. We have no words for that. Cove gave a long-suffering sigh at Liz's suggestion. Come on, Shiloh, we'll just talk to them, say we're your friends from out of town. The worst that could happen is nothing changes. But once they have more chances to talk to you, I know they'll be convinced to be better friends. It's gonna turn out okay. Shiloh stalled to answer, but his hand was already hovering over one of the pockets of his pants. Alright, we could talk. Yes! Liz clenched the hand into a fist, cheering as Shiloh officially reached into the pocket and pulled out his phone. You noticed it was the same type of model as your own, but his had a red case around it. The screen lit up and Shiloh requested a video call with some number in his contacts. None of them on the list had names. He must remember what numbers belonged to what person. How does he do that? He inched closer to the three of you so everyone could hear better. Why are people in this so nosy? I don't know. Vaguely, you wondered how this looked from the outside. 4 teenagers on the verge of adulthood, hanging out on an old playground, all huddled up around a single phone. Strange? Suspicious? The ringing of the phone broke you out of your musings. You kept your eyes on it, your heart beating at the end of each dial tone, thinking, could this be it? Only to have another startup. It had been ringing for a while when you started thinking what Cove said about all of you watching as Shiloh talked on the phone. Maybe even that wouldn't happen. Shiloh could sense the awkwardness in the air, smiling, trying to dispel it. This is normal, don't worry. Just as he said it, the call ended. Sacrifice the poop to Trixie. Oh no! Trixie ate her own poop. No, Trixie! Not even going to voicemail. Shiloh clicked to redial. He never answers on the first call. He always does on the second. That's how he is. At least with most people. There are exceptions. You, Liz, and Cove furtively shared ambiguous looks, none of you wanting to accidentally discourage Shiloh. Then you focus on the phone again as it starts to ring once more. The jingling suddenly cut off in the middle, followed by a faint sound of white noise. With a big smile and flushed cheeks, Shiloh brought the phone up to his face. A voice low and groggy came rasping out of the speakers. Hello? Shiloh, on the other hand, was much more chipper.
Hi.
Hi, I'm visiting a town I used to live in when I was little, so I wanted to introduce my group mate to the people I knew back then. Some of them I've already met Nate. Can you say hey to them too? And with that rushed introduction, Shiloh stuck the phone out towards Cove, gesturing for him to greet the person on the other end. Although Cove hadn't been on board in the beginning, the only indication that now was the lopsided tilt of his smile. He turned his gaze down to the screen, opened his mouth to speak, only to stutter to a complete stop. Huh? Is it Jeremy? Is it Jeremy? All Cove could do was sputter and gape at the screen. His reaction had Shiloh's brow crinkling in worry. What? Shiloh's groupmate didn't sound particularly impressed with how this conversation was going so far. Shiloh frowned, retracting his arm away from Cove. As he did so, the screen tilted towards you and caught a glimpse of what was on the other end of the screen. Oh my god, it is! It's Jeremy! He looks so different. He doesn't have his bowl cut anymore. Light green hair, sharp orange eyes shadowed with bags, and icy pale skin, all tied together to make the scowling face of a person who clearly had no desire to be here. You knew him. Oh my gosh, didn't we try to punch this kid? Oh yeah, a flood of memories arose, flashes of that one summer years ago at this very same park. You holding onto an arrangement of fruit, Derek and Cove at your side. And that kid mean and as a... mean as a tiny chihuahua, snapping at everyone who dared to come close. That's a good description of him. Wow, you're a lot better looking now. Oh my gosh. Quick, hang up the phone. You screamed. The bowl cut kid? Are you Jeremy? The bowl cut kid, yes. Huh? Cove still couldn't take... This is so funny to me. Still couldn't take his wide eye off the phone. He spoke now in a very small voice, almost a squeak. Jeremy? Yeah, Jeremy, in the other earlier parts of this game, he was a kid that was really, really mean, and our character tried to, well, our character, Ara, so me, basically, I tried to fight him. He used to have glasses and have a bowl cut. Yeah. His reply was mildly annoyed at this point. How did you know his name was Jeremy? You didn't tell them? No, I only called you somebody from my group at school. Jeremy regarded Cove cautiously for the first time, giving the situation a little of his focus. Cove bristled, sucking in a long, deep, dramatic breath.
Oh my god.
So dramatic, I love it! So it is you? So you did say, are you on the menu? When did I... Uh-huh. Are you on the menu? I think I picked the other option for Cove. Cove is so dramatic. This is so funny. All at once he started shouting, and not just with his voice. He waved his arms around, gesturing wildly with his hands as he repeatedly yelled, "Oh my god," with all sorts of inflections. Oh my god, oh my god! At these antics, Jeremy gave a short huff of a sigh through his teeth. The sound tiny over the phone speakers. What is it? What is this, Shiloh? You trying to make me suffer? Are you still mad about what happened at the music park? I was on your side, you know. This would have been entirely lost the whole time finally spoke up.
Huh?
What happened at the amusement park? He's having a Cove breakdown. But no one paid that question any mind. I don't know what's going on. Have you met each other before? Nope. It was a mere reply from Jeremy, but those stinging eyes squinted. Wait. Then there was a flash of recognition as he leaned his head forward and scrutinized the both of you. His already wide frown somehow found a way to grow deeper at his realization.
Oh, it's you people. Again.
That was... that was good. Then the screen instantly went blank. Shiloh gasped, looking from his phone to the rest of the group. He hung up. Jeremy doesn't just hang up on people like that. What happened? Don't look at me. I've never met that kid before. You could feel Cove stare poking and prodding at the side of your head. You caught his expression wide-eyed and tense. You knew what happened. Cove knew what happened, but he wasn't going to give any answer to Shiloh. Oh! Also, I think we threw a drink at him when we were younger in this game. We threw a drink at him, so because he was being really mean. I think that's what happened. The fart didn't scare me. I'm becoming immune. You knew what happened. Okay, yeah. He wasn't giving any answer to Shiloh. Yeah, I dumped a cup of water on him. He earned it. Well, in the past, I kind of dumped a cup of water. Yeah, right here. Well, in the past, I kind of dumped a cup of water on him. Yeah, we dumped a cup of water on him. That was one of the options, and I went for it because he was being mean. The chickens! Big chickens! He earned it or... well, yeah.
What?
Yeah! Really? Your face heated up and with embarrassment as you stared at your feet. You nodded. I've gotta call him back. You can make up. Do we feel bad about it or do we not? I don't know. Okay, we probably feel bad about it now that we're older. It was only for... yeah, it was worth it, but we probably felt bad about it now that we're older and more mature. It was only for a moment, but you caught Shiloh briefly pause while he was redialing the number. You wonder if he had something he wanted to say. He chose against voicing it in the end. Older, it's been 2 months. No, in the game, like, because before this we were 13 years old, and now we're 18. So I mean in the game. That happened while they were 13, the characters. The phone rang for a long time, long enough that you were surprised when Jeremy actually picked up. He answered with an even longer sigh.
What?
Shiloh held the phone close to his face, looking down at the screen with the large, apologetic eyes. Are you okay? I'd be better if you hadn't called back. Aw, Jeremy, can we talk it over? I don't want any of us fighting.
Do I have to?
Why do you start a dating sim when you're 13 years old? You don't really get into that kind of stuff until, like, the dating stuff. It's like a friendship and then dating sim. And then even then you could choose not to date at all. Because you start, it's like a visual novel that goes from when you're kids all the way to when you're an adult. It's really cool. Yeah, I think so. Shiloh held his phone towards you and Cove once more. Next to you, Cove glared defensively and silently. Sorry for dumping my cup of water on you. You didn't expect that to ever come back to haunt you, but here you were. Finally, Jeremy's shoulders dipped slightly. He made the most exaggerated sigh you ever heard since the previous one, at least.
Sorry.
I don't remember exactly what I did or what I said to you, but sorry. What? Jeremy sighed again. You were sensing a pattern. His gaze rolled over to Cove. I do know what I was like as a kid. Oh, well, okay, but who's that apology for? It's better be for me and Ara. He spoke sternly, though there was no hiding the shakiness present. That didn't matter. Cove coming to your defense by confronting Jeremy brought a warm smile to your face. Jeremy, on the other hand, continued to be unimpressed. Corner of his lip twitched. I didn't need to know what the teenage guy equivalent to a smushy squeak is, but now I do. Thanks for that. A small offended noise escaped Cove. Unfortunately, it was also squeaky sounding. His face immediately burned red with embarrassment. Oh. That's my squeak toy you're talking about. Oh, that's cute. That's it. You better not step foot in this town again. What a perfect description. COVID's exactly that. You laughed. Okay, that's my squeak toy you're talking about. With your thumb pointed, you pointed at Cove for added emphasis. Cove huffed in disbelief, but he couldn't fight the smile tugging at the corner of his mouth. Jeremy didn't react at all. He continued watching the four people on the other end of this unwanted call. Lackadaisically. Tom? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No, Trixie! And no, a stomach rub, no!
Whatever.
The apology is for whoever. Anyone who had to deal with me back then wasn't having a good time. Ara just had the spine not to take it, and that's whatever. Amazed, Cove took a few moments before he could respond. He blinked and rubbed the back of his neck. Wait, did I read that wrong? Oh, okay, yeah, I get it now. Okay. Oh, thanks. I mean, it's no problem. This is honestly incredible. Excitement built up in your chest at this opportunity to speak to Jeremy again. The conversation was the absolute last thing you had expected today. Your smile widened. Whatever. Following Cove's eyes, you watched it dart from Shiloh to Jeremy, openly wondering what had happened to Jeremy over these past few years. So you're nice now.
Nope.
I don't throw tantrums or pick fights anymore, but I'm not nice. Jeremy shook his head in disbelief. That squeak toy comment wasn't a compliment, you know. I don't have the energy to get angrily worked up like I used to as a kid. It's all pointless anyway. Now I'm just miserable. His tone was even grumblier than usual and dragged the syllables out on the last word for extra emphasis. Oh. An awkward laugh escaped Shiloh, then his mouth pulled into a demure smile. Don't let what Jeremy says about himself get you too down. He's got people who care about him and make sure he's okay, like me. Don't listen to Shiloh. I'm still not over the fact that two of you actually know each other. It's nice you're looking out for someone else, Shiloh. You don't really care if Jeremy is sad or not. Oh my gosh. Shiloh blushed at the compliment while Jeremy fixed you with a blank stare. Thanks, Ara. Okay, seriously, how long am I meant to be out of the loop here? Her expression twisted in frustration and Liz rubbed her right temple. Why am I the only one who doesn't know this kid? Shiloh goes to school with him, that's fine, but how the two of you meet him and I didn't? Yeah, we'll explain. You were there, I think. He was around town one summer, maybe 5 years ago? Is that all? While Liz seemed a bit underwhelmed, Shiloh appeared to be utterly amazed. You had to hold back a small laugh.
Really?
You knew Jeremy as a little kid. What was he like? I've only known him for 1.5 years. Well... His voice immediately hushed into nothing. You could see Cove wince just thinking on those past encounters. Oh yeah, Cove's Jeremy impression. Actually, Cove does a good Jeremy impression. Why don't you do that instead? Oh, you got an impression of me, huh? Cove's body stiffened in fear. Jeremy leaned forward just a bit. Sure, go ahead, do it. Jeremy spoke dispassionately, but somehow still felt like a dare. Yeah, that'd be great. Cove shivered nervously on his feet and took a deep breath in and out to calm himself. Okay, I can do it. Yay! Amused, you watch as Cove close his eyes and recalled the memory. His brows furrowed and mouth pulled into a harsh frown. Sorry. Ugh. Everyone is so dumb. There's not a single good thing in this world, and every bad thing that happens is targeting me personally. I hate people on my phone, and phone calls are stupid. Why does anyone have to talk to me? I'm gonna join in. You couldn't help. Going on vacation is dumb. You couldn't help yourself joining in. The shrill tone of your voice broke Cove into a fit of laughter. Jeremy's expression didn't give away a single sign of what you might have been thinking. He stared blankly for the duration of it all. Yep, that sounds about right.
That would be awkward.
I could probably try to do an impression of what I remember you being like back then, but it doesn't seem like you changed much. I don't want to make you cry. That would be awkward. You could feel Cove bristling to you as Jeremy spoke so matter-of-factly. It was hard to tell if he meant to be rude or was just making an honest assessment of Cove. Either way, you could tell that your neighbor was taken back by how Jeremy quickly turned the tables on him. At that confirmation, Shiloh burst into uncontrolled laughter. Even when he calmed moments later, gasping for breath, there was still a wide grin plastered on his face. I can't even imagine Jeremy being like that. I can't imagine him not being like that. They both chuckled again. Cove's mouth pulled into a bent smile. I mean, Jeremy hasn't made fun of my eyebrows once this whole conversation. Unbelievable. Huh. Jeremy blinked and focused all attention onto Cove. His eyes unmistakably narrowed in on one of the eyebrows. He didn't say anything at first, and then his words came out in a mumble. Oh, thank you for the stretch, mirror. Okay, stretched. That makes sense. I guess insulting eyebrows was just what I did as a kid. What does that mean? What do you think it means? You weren't the only kid in the world with bad eyebrows, and you're not the only one I picked on for it.
Seriously?
I wasn't? You couldn't help yourself, could you? Nope. Wow, so what made their eyebrows bad? Are you curious if yours are better by terrible eyebrow standards at least? No.
Sigh.
Sigh? Incredulously, I can't say that word. Cove looked from Jeremy to you and then back to him again. You had a question if you heard that right. He spoke the word sigh instead of actually sighing. Notice as a reaction, Jeremy sighed for real, but he continued on to answer Cove's question. The guy has particularly odd hair coloring, white hair, but only on the top of his head. Oh my gosh! Is this Baxter or no? Every other strand on his body, oh no, it's not dark brown, including his immensely bushy eyebrows. He was born that way. It's not dyed. Incredulously. Oh, okay. Thank you. So you were the scarred boy with the dumb wavy eyebrows, and he was the white-haired boy with the stupid caterpillar eyebrows. Ow. Unexpectedly, a loud gasp came from Shiloh at the description. No, you picked on Pran for his eyebrows? I did. I'm sure you find that hilarious. No, that's not very funny. Bonk! What did I do? You're bonking the shrimp! Poor shrimp. So he said, but Shiloh was smothering laughter. The unconvinced note in Jeremy's voice didn't surprise you. Okay, wait, just give me a second. Let me just... Jeremy rolled his eyes in the slowest, most exaggerated possible, and he made a complete circle. He spoke flatly while Shiloh broke into a fit of giggles. There. Who's Pran? Shiloh knows him too?
Well,
Jeremy and Pran have known each other for a long time. They managed to go to the same boarding school later on. I met them both there in the spring of last year. We were all group mates. Jeremy's gaze slid away from Shiloh. He looked somewhere in between you and Cove. Pran and I met about 4.5 years ago, back when I was still an intolerable brat and Pran was meek. Shrimp, I am a bit hungry. No! You can't eat the shrimp! You can only imagine how amazing that combination was. Yeah, must make those group meetings awkward. Nope, somehow, some way, for some reason, Pran chose to subtly stick with me for as long as we've known each other. He's my best friend. What? It's surprising, I know. I have a best friend, and it's the caterpillar brow guy of all people, but I guess things balance out in the end. Pran's timid nature is good and dead. He grew up to be colder than even me. I'm mopey and he's broody. A perfect match. Two peas and ruining everyone's life's pod.
Gross.
Don't quote Everett. Cove whined after Jeremy snapped his last remark. Now who's Everett? You don't want to know. Yeah, you don't want to know. Shiloh hummed like he was as he watched his 3 old friends with an amused smile. He was having fun. Before you could say anything, Jeremy continued. Everett is also part of the group, unfortunately. But he chose not to elaborate further than that. Liz sighed this time. You could feel her frustration. You couldn't blame her for that. She hadn't been able to participate much at all. She didn't know Jeremy then, so there was no basis for reminiscing now, and there was a 10-year gap in her history with Shiloh. The whole situation struck an odd chord with you. 2 boys that you knew separately came to know each other, and now they know each other much better than they know any of you. Shiloh was almost a stranger. You shrugged the feeling off. You didn't know how to feel. You were glad things seemed to be going alright. Yes, things seemed to be going good. Jeremy hadn't left the call, and you were learning bits and pieces about Shiloh's new world outside of Sunset Bird. You were taking both as little wins. Turning to the 3 of you, Shiloh smiled apologetically. You wonder if he was picking up on how in the dark Cove and Liz were feeling. He was perceptive when he wanted to be. Hey, is there anything you want to hear about Jeremy? I could tell you all about him. We should get to know each other better. Don't do that. It'll be okay. Jeremy whined, but Shiloh brushed his complaints off. He remained happily focused on the rest of you, and Liz seemed to perk up at the conversation shift. That sounds great. We should get to know Jeremy. So, who wants to go first? Despite being eager, it was obvious Liz didn't have any ideas herself. Jeremy let out a very long sigh. Oh my gosh. When's his birthday? What's his full name? Can I get his number? Oh my god. What happened to the bowl cut and glasses? He had a bowl cut? That sent Shiloh into a... Well, yeah, there's a lot of choices. We're not gonna ask all of them, but we'll ask some of them. That sent Shiloh into a fit of laughter while Jeremy shook his head disapprovingly. Through chuckles, Shiloh continued with his best guess. His mom and dad probably decided that back then, and now he picked, or they developed new tastes over the years. As for the glasses, Jeremy wears contacts at school and when he's out and about, but still wears glasses when he's home or working part-time at his parents' shop. Have any hobbies? Reading and crafty handiwork types of stuff. Oh, and archery. Jeremy is really talented. Seriously, that's so cool. That's really cool. Jeremy scoffed at the compliments. He clearly wanted to move on from the conversation. Siblings.
Nope.
No, Jeremy is an only child. He doesn't have any pets either. Although Pran spends almost no time with his own family and a lot with Jeremy. It's kind of like a sibling relationship, I think. Don't bring Pran into this awful thing. Okay. How tall is he, I guess? 5'5". He's kind of short. When's his birthday? May 4th. He's a Taurus. Jeremy refused to comment on that. Instead, he rolled his eyes. What happened at the music part? Oh, I actually don't know. I can only think of one time when we were both there. I'm not sure what part he's talking about. As far as I could tell, I didn't do anything to upset him, and I know he didn't do anything to me. That's what you're going with, Shiloh? Jeremy, what happened? Don't tell V that. Don't tell V what. I'm not gonna tell you. It's humiliating. And Shiloh knows I'm not gonna say anything. It's why we won't explain either. For several quiet moments, everyone stared at Shiloh and Jeremy in confusion. Shiloh had a similar look on his face before averting his eyes. Sorry, I can't help with this one, Aura. Parents? They're nice and optimistic. They work really hard, but they can be smothering, sort of, and usually embarrass Jeremy. Oh, 5'5" short. Oh, okay, yeah. Jeremy seemed unenthused by Shiloh's answer. No, we're not asking that. What's his full name? Sure. Jeremy Marion King. Isn't that neat? Why do you even want to know that? Are you planning on stealing my identity? That got a laugh out of you, Jeremy sighed. You can have it. Okay. And is he doing well at school? Yeah, Nate's still doing the best, but Jeremy gets respectable scores. Or unless by doing well you mean to ask if he's having a good time or making friends, and in that case, no, he's not. You weren't sure how to respond to that. Glancing back at Jeremy, he rolled his eyes. That's everything I can think of. Cool, thanks for asking. Cove, do you have any questions for Jeremy? Son, it took Cove a moment to recover. Ah! I just kicked my cat! I didn't know he was under my table! Or my desk! Oh my gosh, I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! He's okay. Okay. My cat is okay. But ultimately, his eyes shifted from Shiloh's and locked with Jeremy's. They remained like that long enough that it was as if they could speak telepathically. Alright, don't bully cats. No, I'm not trying to! I didn't see him under my desk! And I moved my foot and I kind of like gave him a little kick. Not a big one, just a little one. Like I kind of like tapped him with my foot and he got scared. Alright, yeah, I have a question, but Shiloh can't answer. Fine, ask me, let's get it over with. Yes, I deserve that angry cat meow. What do you think of me? Even if you don't think I'm tough or something, do you still feel like I'm stupid and wrong about everything? A crack formed in Jeremy's expression. Yeet the cat. No! His barely open eyes lifted a little more, but he still spoke flatly. My opinion on stuff is basically the least important thing you could ever worry about. It's pointless. Well, I'm still asking, so... Cove, right? That's your name? Cove nodded. There was a hint of pink in his cheek as he bashfully rubbed his arm. Okay, Cove. You seem like a guy who cares a lot about things that don't matter. It sounds pretty dumb to me. I agree with that years ago. And being as soft as you act isn't something that I would ever do, basically. But you know what the absolute dumbest thing really is? Cove shook his head with creased brows. He then leaned forward just a bit so he couldn't risk not hearing what revelation Jeremy was going to bestow on him. Making yourself miserable if you don't have to be. Oh. If you and the rest of the people here have a way to enjoy existence, then you guys should go ahead and do that. Stay gentle and happy, dumb eyebrow guy.
You have my approval, if that's what you wanted.
I hope you all have wonderful lives and suffer as little as possible. Aw, he actually said something nice. Wow. Words tumbled out softly. Cove was earnestly amazed by Jeremy's words.
Thank you.
And you know what's not gonna make you stay happy? What? Talking to a downer like me, so really you should end this conversation right now and none of you should ever call me again for the rest of our lives. That sounds good. Can I hang up already? Oh wait, Jeremy, I can't never call you again. Shut up, Shiloh. On face, Shiloh laughed with a tilt of his head. Building something good up only to try undercutting it? That's the Jeremy I know.
Sorry.
The words dripped with sarcasm and was accompanied by a smirk. It was the first time he saw him smile this entire time. Cove piped up meekly, an awkward smile of his own on his face. Maybe my opinion is totally screwed because I'm comparing things now to how Jeremy used to be, but I mean, you don't seem that bad. What? Cove needed to look away from Jeremy's painfully sharp eyes to finish his thought.
I mean,
I'd probably be okay talking with you again. Here, come on, you can have Sanders. No, we're not saying that. Yeah, we don't think he's that bad, and we will be fine talking with him. Jeremy groaned loudly at your acceptance of him. Your smile only widened in amusement, and Liz clapped her hands. Wonderful. Now that we're so much closer to this Jeremy kid, I think we can all finally get along together and be friends. Friends. Jeremy repeated the word back like it was a foreign phrase. He generally didn't seem to understand. That's right, if we keep working on it, I don't see why the five of us can't be friends. Voice mod increased the soundboard thoughts a while ago, so now I don't know what to add. Add. I don't know. When I pick sounds, like, do you mean like, this, what are they called? The sound alerts? Because it took me, I didn't know what to add either. It took me months to finally add them. So I'd be the worst person to go to for advice on that. Because even the ones I did add, I didn't know what it took me a while. Because I was like, I mean, a cat meow, and then that was it. I didn't know what to add. I put it off for so long. Started Liz incredulously. I'm having trouble with the word again. No, I mean a soundboard, not for spam, since that's just dumb. A soundboard. Oh, I don't think I have a soundboard. Like for Discord and stuff. Oh! Yeah, I don't know how to work Discord very well. Other than just private messaging, I'm really bad at Discord. Like, I know nothing. Yes, I deserve the clown nose. He stared at Liz incredulously for several moments. Her expression twisted into fresh confusion of her own. And then the whoop. Okay, 3 things. First, I already have one whole friend, and that's more than enough. Second, I still don't know who you are. Did you even say your name at any point? Most importantly, third, one of the people in this friendship is Shiloh Field. You know, be friend. Oh my god. Thank you for the 10 bits for playing the circus music star. That scared me. I usually don't use it, but it can be funny at certain times. Yeah, I imagine. What did I do? What did I do? Why am I a clown? Why not? And I'm Bliss, by the way. Because he's Shiloh. Our relationship is already as good as it's ever gonna be. He's merciful, leaves me most of the time, leaves me be most of the time, and on the weird occasion where he needs something, I just get it over with. Then he goes away again, and I have a modicum of peace. You know how it works, right? You're in it with me. We have the best arrangement possible the way it is. Jeremy looked at Shiloh seriously to back up the validity of the relationship, but Shiloh shook his head with a laugh. I don't try to hang around too much, but that's because you're shy. You're the only one who thinks that setup is actually a good idea. Sorry. Jeremy turned his face to the side and let out an exaggerated sigh. Cove and Liz both joined in on Shiloh's mirth. Jeremy got no support.
Sigh.
Sigh. Of course you'd say that. Why did I even bother? That's Shiloh's famous memory for you. This chuckling stopped. Wait, what does that mean? Shiloh's famous memory. What? Oh, whatever. Basically, oh my gosh, Shiloh annoyingly remembers everything that happens for all of eternity. At least until some piece of info he has isn't helpful anymore, or he's got explaining to do. Then magically, all of a sudden, he doesn't know anything about it. He boldly inconsistent recollection of situations. Pretty much a running joke. It's Shiloh's shtick. One of them, anyway. What's 3842? Huh? I'm confused. $38.42 times. Oh, I don't know. I suck at math. I suck at math. I am awful at math. A scout. Like, I am the worst person to ask that question. So, I could try. Let me see. Never mind. Star got it. Thank you for the hug, Mir. The scout dug into Liz's face as Jeremy spoke. Cove lost a smile seeing her reaction. Shiloh remained silent with his big childlike eyes locked on your sister. Jeremy began to shrink away from the screen of the changing atmosphere. He broke eye contact with everyone. I'm guessing you didn't mention that?
No.
No, he didn't. And he said he forgot something to you? I do recall him saying a little thing like that. Sorry. Well, but apparently you had the pleasure of meeting Nate. You know me, and I talked a bit about Brandon. Ugh, Everett too. We're all in this unbearable group, and we're all unbearable people. What an amazing coincidence, huh? What we're about is kind of hard to hide. I'm gonna go now. I don't want to be the fifth wheel to your own little group. You three people have a good day, I guess. And Shiloh, I'll see you back at school.
Bye.
Let me save real quick. It's been a little while. Jeremy promptly ended the call just as people had begun to warm up to him. He accidentally found a new way to ice the mood again. Shiloh, now averting his own gaze, put his phone away and chuckled.
So,
I knew that Jeremy didn't think highly of me, but it's even worse than I thought. That's really sad. Shiloh? Her firm tone immediately brought Shiloh's focus back to her. When she got her attention, however, Liz's voice became small. When we first met you in the city, did you know who we were? Did you pretend not to recognize us? Oh yeah, that was pretty good. You got 90%. 90%. But oh my gosh, you're eating so much Trixie poop. The two old friends watched each other for a beat, but ultimately Shiloh closed his eyes with a lopsided smile. Lizzie, you've got to know I could never really forget you. Liz was speechless, but I wasn't quiet. Cove couldn't stop himself from shouting out. Oh my god, you were lying to them? Lying is a strong word. I was improvising. No. Yep, that makes way more sense than you not figuring it out. That was crucial, Shiloh. You didn't really mind. Did he dislike you that much, or was it something else? Once again, Mir full of shit. Go home, Shiloh, or go to my house and wait there until we can send you home.
Alright.
With his shoulders dipped and head low, Shiloh obediently left the park alone. After he disappeared up the road, Liz sat her butt down right into the sand with no concern how dirty her dress might get this time. Should we crouch down with her and sit down with our sister, or go after Shiloh? I kind of want to go after Shiloh, but the sister's voice is easier to do. I will get 101% of her power and access the forbidden power of poop. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's, well, I'll get an explanation right now. You can go. We're done. Cove shared an unsure look with you. She wanted to be alone, but this wasn't the time for that. We're not going anywhere. Accepting that you were going to be here for this, she let out a groan. At the same time, Liz pulled the side of her hat down, gripping it tightly in frustration. I can't believe he pretended he didn't know us. Since when was Shiloh too good to catch up with acquaintances? It's infuriating. Am I an idiot for thinking we could talk? You took her arm, you leaned against her, you wrapped your arms around her. Yeah, let's give her a hug. She wanted to be alone. How is someone that nosy? I don't know. In this game, I guess everyone's just really nosy. You wiggled closer and pulled your big sister into a hug from the side. You continued to hold on even when she didn't let go of her hat. We can still make things okay again. Yeah, somehow. I know I shouldn't care. It doesn't matter if one person doesn't want to be my bestie. He's not the greatest man on earth. I'll be fine. But I brought him here all the way from the other side of the state, and I didn't even know why he did any of this. Liz finally removed her hands from the brim of her hat in order to rub at her temples instead. It blows. Cove snorted some nervous laughter at her unexpected phrasing. She didn't mind it. It's true, but you always have me say the word and I'll force answers out of him. I bet he's just intimidated by a successful woman. Liz, if we ever see that guy again, I'll hurl him into the ocean. They're not nosy, they're the entire respiratory system. We have so much fun without him. He has no idea. I'm here for you, Liz, through thick and thin, no matter what. I don't really like, hurl him into the ocean because it's funny. Please don't, you'll go to jail. Fine.
Thank you.
Aw. She squished you tight and rocked you back and forth in a dramatic hug. You let out a Cove-like squeak. I love you. I love you too, and what is family for? Well, I thought it was for hogging the fun while growing up, but this works. She released you with a shaky, self-impressed laugh. Oh, and thank you too, Cove, for being around. We're gonna officially be family one day, right? Oh, thank you for filling up Star's beer mug. She shot him a wry smile and he tensed up, face going red. He was willing to take her teasing if it made her feel better. Don't mention it. Good, good. Liz rested her eyes after those last couple words. It eased your heart to see her feel better. Cove let out a soft sigh of relief. Hey. Cove then brought his face close to yours so he could speak in a whisper.
Are you okay?
I know Liz was his best friend, but you knew him too, and you were there when he did his whole pretend improvisation act. I don't know how to feel. You hadn't cared before, but your feelings had become mixed. That makes sense. I feel like he doesn't deserve to be gone for 10 years and then suddenly mess with everyone's emotions. Cove ended his checkup by reaching over to pat you on the shoulder reassuringly. Your longtime neighborhood group sat together quietly in the sand, just enjoying the feeling of familiarity and support. You weren't entirely sure how much time has passed, but you were eventually caught off guard by a soft call in the distance. In unison, the three of you turned your heads to the sound, and there, standing at the edge of the playground, was Shiloh himself. He waved. You flipped him off. Let's huddle closer to Cove. Oh, wait. We can move in front of Liz protectively. I still want to huddle with Cove. You had finally thought it was going to get better, and now you have to reappear. Oh my gosh. Let's not speak. Because those are little mean options. Did you say something? I couldn't hear you from over there, but don't get up on my account. I'll come to you. I swear they're way too comfortable with each other. This has to be a cult or something. No, they just grew up together since they were like 8 years old. They've been together since they were 8 years old. They've always been around each other. What? You knew no one had actually spoken, and Shiloh almost certainly did too. Shiloh approached with eager sigh as he'd been welcomed. You were floored with how much confidence or shamelessness this boy was apparently capable of now. Liz turned her face and refused to acknowledge what was happening. She might have been trying to think happy thoughts and wish Shiloh's presence away. Unfortunately, it didn't work. When Shiloh arrived, he plopped down into the sand with the rest of you, like folded crisscross. What happened? Oh no, only 3%! Oh no, dice. Oh no.
Hi.
Get lost, Shiloh. I will in just a minute. What do you want now? I figured you want to talk to me after you had some space. I ought to let you do that even if you're gonna yell at me. Liz finally faced him to be free to snap at Shiloh with full force. And why in the world would you think that? On face, Shiloh looked back at her softly. You haven't changed much, Leslie. You're the one who found me online when I brushed you off earlier this summer. When have you ever preferred leaving something unresolved in the end? You didn't even get the chance to make me explain why I did it. I bet you're dying to do that. Oh, hello, Zella Pedalcliff. Hi, I love the model. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. My name is Ara. Right now, my model is acting a little bit funky with the eyes, but yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. We're playing Our Life Beginning and Always. Oh yeah, I'm a magician VTuber. But sometimes people call me a clown. Oh no, don't do the poop command. You're gonna scare the person away. No. Also, I have a cat named Trixie. Oh, there's the clown nose. Yep. And then I have a cat named Trixie that you can get with redeems. Channel redeems. And then you can pet her, or if you take her away, you can do the pet and it pets my stomach because I didn't know how to fix that because I'm a dumbass. Excuse me? Yep, there's Trixie. There's Trixie. But welcome in. How are you doing, if you don't mind me asking? Liz ground her teeth, quietly fuming. Shiloh, I called it right, and that sucked for her. Fine, I'll bite. Give me your excuses.
Well.
Is it too late to back away slowly? Say what you did, Mary, you scared. Zella Pedalcliff. Is Zella okay? Just... Objective complete. Mirror. I'm good, just woke up. Oh, well, good morning to you. Or if you just woke up from a nap, I hope you had a good nap. Okay. Well, mostly it was really bad timing. I could have handled it a lot better if I had known I was going to see you that day and if there wasn't a self-appointed hall monitor dutifully watching every move people made. And a hi, good to see you. Gotta go. Was simply too much for your heart to manage. That scared me. Just Zella is fine. Okay. Then I'll call you Zella. Thank you for being here. Oh, we're probably gonna have ads soon, so I'm probably gonna go on a little break so people don't miss anything who are not subscribed. Hold on, it'll tell me when that happens. So, of course, the goal was to keep as much distance as possible. Admitting I was the guy you knew wouldn't have been helpful. So you can't stand us, and me trying to reconnect was just a huge pain for you after all. Amazing, wonderful. Thank you so much for saying so. No, that's not it. Don't feel bad, though. You're almost never wrong. Your older sister brows twitched as she stared at Shiloh in tired disbelief. He smiled back at her brightly. I like watching our live streams, so... Hot dog. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. Oh, my cat is he's rubbing against my legs. This time I won't accidentally scare him. Their brows twitch like Twitch. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, our life. I love this game so much. I played it on Valentine's Day and have been playing it ever since. Well, I took a 2-month break because just from streaming in general, but now I'm back. But thank you for being here. Oh, Trixie Bongo. So cute. I did it so this wouldn't happen. What? I dealt with the situation the way I always do, by saying stuff I didn't exactly mean because it's easier that way. You heard Jeremy. It's what I'm known for. Sure, right now you're mad that I pretended not to remember you, but if I hadn't done that, it would have been something else later on and we'd have still ended up here. Liz's anger became more and more difficult for her to maintain. It was soon replaced with sad confusion. And don't do that. Don't be like that. Why not be someone you're actually okay showing me? Shiloh chuckled uncomfortably and searched for a way to explain himself to his former idol. I wouldn't have made you sad if I could have avoided it. I mean that. I thought I could at least finish this visit without issues. Jeremy wasn't someone I expected to call me out. That's pointless. Oh, okay. That's here. I'm gonna go to BRB real quick. And we'll finish off this thing and then end the stream, probably. Because my voice is getting a little tired. Okay, ads are over. Or they should be over. Okay. And we're back to the game, so no one missed anything. I was in the middle of reading this, but I could read it again. I shouldn't have made you sad. I wouldn't have made you sad if I could have avoided it. I mean that. I thought I could at least finish this visit without issues. Jeremy wasn't someone I expected to call me out. That's pointless to him usually. But I'm not going to be someone whose personality revolves around making you happy. No matter how much I follow others, it wasn't for them. Every decision was mine. I couldn't be in charge, so being the sidekick to the best option was something I did for my sake. I choose to let people be the boss when it's what I need, and I choose where to stop it. And the best I could do for you now is spare you from dealing with it. I'm not as earnest as you are. I'm not as nice as you are. I was always like that, even as a kid. Back then, I wanted to fit in, even if it meant excluding someone else. If they were the odd one out, that mean I wasn't. Finding my place here got harder when Cove moved in. It was a good thing for everybody that I ended up moving myself soon after that. Okay, let's see, yeah, speechless. It was so much to have to suddenly accept. I knew that's essentially how you were back then. You were a scaredy cat who wanted someone to defend you.
Jeez.
I simply imagined that in the past 10 years you grew out of that and learned how to speak to others like, I don't know, an actual grown-up human being. Well, in my defense, I'm not an adult yet. Shiloh, what the heck? Yeah, I'm not an adult yet. I won't be 18 until later this year in October. October 30th. You remembered. What did you, punk? Shiloh chuckled self-consciously as Liv smirked at him. There was an affable moment before she became serious again. I liked you when we were kids. I wanted to know you now. That's what upsets me the most. The idea that maybe you only wanted to be rid of your old friends.
Aw.
Oh, Lizzie, you're too good to need someone like me in your life. That's the truth. I'm not worth the effort. Except for with unusual people who have odd tastes. Then she straightened up in the sand, brushing her dress back out. That's an incredibly annoying thing to say. It's insane. You've only changed in stupid ways and stayed the same for the rest. That's fair. Is it? It means maybe I have unusual tastes? You could have stuffed Shiloh's entire hand in his mouth with how wide he opened it. Really? Well, as much as a mother hen being compelled to look out for their chick, no matter how useless they are, is unusual, I can't help it. You haven't changed that much at all either. You're so Shiloh. You're painfully still Shiloh.
You're welcome.
I brought you here and I'm not going to abandon you. It has to be someone's job to look out for you and keep an eye on you. With her surety returning, she pulled herself up off the ground and glowered down at Shiloh with her arms folded. Now, I do want to apologize for everything done behind our backs when we could have opened with all that you just said. You could have given us a real chance or stayed home. This stuff was rude to me and Ara and Cove too. As if bringing a baby chick comparison to life, Shiloh dutifully did as he was told.
Sorry.
Oh no. Mirror, no. Sorry, Lizzie, Ara, Cove, everyone. I didn't want to cause problems or ruin the day. And you don't have to accept just because I'm saying it. Not everyone needs to like everyone. Oh, alright then. You were kind of mean sometimes when we were kids, but I wasn't very nice to you either. All this recent stuff isn't really something to make about me, so I'm not going to hold on to it. I mean, as long as you're not going to keep upsetting people from now on. Thanks, Cove. I'll avoid doing that in the future. He then changed his focus to you. His expression was curious. He wanted to know where your feelings landed on him. Yeah, we'll accept his apology. Shiloh was being Shiloh, and all you could do was accept that he was going to be Shiloh.
Thank you.
Ara, do you want to stay for what's left of the evening? As you go to your feet, you thought about it. Sure. Sure, I guess this one. We'll look out for Liz. A sly grin went across your face. Shiloh jumped to his feet, straightening his cap on the landing. Lynn would be so proud you didn't all leave. Cove rose as well, but with a groan. Another group mate?
Nope.
No, he's our group supervisor. He's also friends with my mom. And if you were still wondering, that group is for people who have difficult to deal with attitudes. Jeremy and Nate being in it makes a lot of sense, huh? Shiloh spoke simply and finished his thought with a breezy shrug. Liz sighed loudly and then she smiled ruefully at him. Geez, Shiloh, you certainly made yourself other people's problems since leaving. Well, now you know me all the better, too. Thanks for sharing. A small smirk appeared on her face as she watched Shiloh. You didn't fail to notice a hint of sarcasm in her voice. And thank you, Aura. Accompanied by a warm smile, Liz's tone was sincere. Can I keep hanging out with everyone, too? Sheepish, Cove rubbed his arm. Liz's smile stretched into a grin at that news. Oh, thanks for sticking around. Well then, what now? The four of you stared at each other in silence until Shiloh tentatively made a suggestion. Would anyone want to build a sandcastle? That sounds ideal. Your older sister began to truly relax again, and you were glad to see it. Glancing at Cove, he nodded in agreement with Liz. Yeah, I like that idea too. It had been a long time since you last built sandcastles together. You're already looking forward to burying your feet in the sand. Then we're all agreed. Come on, gang, let's go play at the beach. The sun was far across the sky when the four of you trailed down from the park to the shore in comfortable silence. I'm multi-watching, so I won't be able to chat as much. That's okay, Mir. I'm gonna end soon right now anyway, after this one ends. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. It was hard not to think back of how familiar it all felt. You never thought the four of you would ever be here together again. It wasn't long before you were sitting up on the wet ground, busily pushing as much sand as possible into a lump. You all worked together quietly, but every so often a chuckle would drift through because of the castle's lopsided development. Oh, yeah. Thank you for streaming today. Oh, thank you for being here, and thank you for following Zella. Zella. At one point, Cove stretched his legs out completely, and the incoming waves started reaching his toes. Thank you for being here, Zella. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow, and yeah. If you're on my YouTube, I have my I have VODs of me playing this game, so if you're interested in it, because you said you like watching people play this game, either is fine. Okay. You could watch them there, only if you want to, though. I've been called both. Okay. Socials, yeah, there's my socials. Thank you, Star, for the socials. He was initially caught off guard and almost jumped into the castle, but ultimately didn't resist the water. After that, the group worked with purpose to finish before the ocean could tear it all down. Though even still, Liz ended up taking time to be particular about the castle's rudimentary design. Shiloh, of course, backed up all her plans. Cove was a dissenting voice, wanted to keep things more laid back. Things got pretty boisterous. Being there and doing this with Cove, Liz, and Shiloh, it felt really different, yet also weirdly the same. So what happened with the amusement park? You were pretending not to know, weren't you? Both of you and your sister glanced at Shiloh, silently re-asking the question. Under the weight, all three of you taking a turn to ask about it, Shiloh finally gave in. I might have an idea of what he meant.
So...
The thing is, there's someone we're both familiar with, and she asked Jeremy to the music park one time. He accepted, but just complained about it, so I suggested that maybe me and her should go together. Jeremy also agreed that it'd be more fun to go around the park with me. That's what he meant when he said he was on my side. She still went with him, and now Jeremy's embarrassed to admit that, not that he was turned down, but that he was the preferred option then. It's hard to believe. Anyway, Jeremy could think I'm mad I got passed over, but it doesn't matter if she said yes or no. All that counts is if she knows that I'm totally there when she needs it, and she does. Uh-huh. Sure, Shiloh, you're so reliable. I know, right? Okay, thanks for telling us.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Smiling to yourself, you watched the three of them absorbed in the moment. It was nice, and you hoped everyone else was having just as much fun. It was sort of incredible that you were able to have another evening like this in your life. And the feeling of serendipity wasn't only with Shiloh. You had also gotten a sort of closure with an old villain of that one summer long ago. Just like old times, the four of you stayed on the beach until night fell and the moon was high in the sky. Then the time had to come to say goodbye. Shiloh needed to get back to his mom and back to where his life truly was now. Before leaving the beach, Shiloh pulled you aside and gave you his number just in case you wanted to keep in touch. Later just already had it, though he wanted to give it to you personally. You weren't expecting that, but it was comforting to know that this didn't have to be a permanent goodbye. The four of you walked up to the neighborhood street as one, tired smiles covering the faces around you. The wind gently blew, sand dragged behind you, and a hard-to-grasp feeling of contentment carried you through the end of the road. It was a good night. After that, Shiloh disappeared from Sunset Bird once again, though this time it wasn't heartbreaking or hard to understand. This time it was just another part of life. And it helped that Liz had her own place and laptop and could easily check in on him to time. That was nice too. Okay. We're gonna save there. We only got to do 2. Those were long. That took 3 hours. But yes, we're gonna go to the menu, yes. Let's go to just chatting. Whoop. And exit this. There we go. You did it. Yeah, I did it. Okay. Let me refresh and let me check. Thank you everyone for being here. I know this is a time that I'm not usually on, but I'm gonna... Oh, thank you for the hype emotes. You did it all. Oh yeah, Vesper. Yeah, we could raid Vesper. Yeah. Let me put the raid messages in for... This is the new one? Oh, it still looks kind of bad. Hopefully it doesn't look that bad in the... And 2 for... Oh, whoops. Raid 2 for that. Okay. I changed the raid message, so hopefully it flows better. I don't know. Oh, gosh. Oh, thank you for the socials, Mir. Copy. Okay, and then let me just go to... Thanks for streaming. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, let me just wait for the ads to go away. Okay. And let me... Vesper VT. And if... Thank you everyone for being here, and no stream tomorrow, but maybe wait, tomorrow's Friday. Saturday if I have nothing to do. Let me do the /raid. Okay, I think I got it. Yes, okay. Bye everyone, thank you! This game is so cute and fun. Okay.